And good morning. Welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'd like to welcome you here on this beautiful Friday. Yes. Oh, yeah. To TopstepTV for opening call. Congratulations. You're at the right place at the right time. He's Thelma. I'm Louise. And if you see a 1966 Ford Thunderbird convertible, get out of the way. Get out of the way. We have an exciting, informative, and educational programming for you today and throughout this rest of this day. We'll be your trading buddy, your trading mentor, newscaster, fellow trader, and even that delicious cup of hot brewed coffee or glass of savory bourbon on the rocks sitting next to you. So get yourself ready.
Now you're talking.
I'm talking. Did I hit home? Did I hit home? I hope I. So get yourself ready for some top-notch, up-to-date know-how. And get your game plan ready. Got your game plan ready? Got to have that ready. Checklist. How's the mindset today? It is Friday. It's what is it? Capital Preservation Friday,
Capital
right?
Preservation Friday. Yep.
Yes. So get yourself ready here. And we've got John Hoagland with us today. Very nice to have you with us on this Friday, Johnny. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. It's always a pleasure to be with you and with everybody. Happy Friday, November the 17th. Yeah, I'm ready for Friday, ready for the weekend. I got a lot going on. I'm going to be doing a lot of painting before the holiday this weekend.
There you go. I should come over and help since I got next week off.
Yeah, come on.
Just buckets, just throwing buckets against the wall. And you get a squeegee and just squeegee everything. Done.
Easy way. Yep.
Done.
Yep.
But anyway, lots going on here for the time that we do have. So let's get into it, Johnny. The Dow futures contract edged up a little bit today. We're watching that right now, 0.2%. The SPOOs, as we call it on the trading floor, S&P 500 up 0.2%, and the NASDAQ was mostly unchanged. Prior session, 30 stock Dow Jones shed 1%, ending that beautiful 4-day streak of gains with the benchmark 500 tech-heavy NASDAQ both climbed 0.1%. Chinese technology stocks, check this out, plummeted today. Alibaba leading the losses after the e-commerce giant shelved a plan to spin off its cloud unit. They took a hit, 10%. Yeah, just smarty. Touching a one-year low. Yeah. And then also, its worst performer, Hang Seng Index, it fell 1.9. Baidu also, and Tencent fell 4.9 and 3.0 on the day. So lots of stocks taking a dive in China. But let's take a dive in to see what Johnny's got. Johnny, what do you got for our contestants?
Well, we don't have a lot of information as far as economic numbers coming out today. The housing starts and permits came out this morning at 7:45. This morning, we did have a couple of talking Fed speaking. We had Collins and Barr. 8:30, we have another talking Fed daily. 8:45, we have Goolsbee. 9:15, we have Collins. And then at 12 o'clock, of course, the Baker Hughes rig count. These equities markets have been holding up very well this week. There are a lot of positive retail earnings this week, so we're seeing some good resilience in these equities markets so far this week. We'll have to see how today plays out. As far as earnings today, a couple of smaller numbers, a couple of smaller companies. BJ's Wholesale Club beating on both both earnings and earnings per share and revenues. Buckle, kind of mixed information. The VIX, Dow 3.4%. Fear is just leaking out of these equities markets. 13.83 as we speak. Dollar index pretty much flat where it was yesterday, 104.16, and the yield on the 10-year also flat to where it was this time yesterday, 4.45%. As always, remember to pray for peace. Our focus here is always on accurate context, good risk management, and patience. And thank you all for joining us this morning. Thanks for all your good mornings and everything in the chat. And we're looking forward to an interesting and always challenging trading day.
Yes, and as you were saying, Johnny, pray for peace. Pray for peace each and every day. and be thankful for what you got, because someone on this planet wishes they were in your shoes. So
Right.
keep that in mind. But anyway, I just wanted to touch base on oil here today. It edged a little bit higher today, but on course for the fourth straight negative week. Crude futures gained 0.9, while the Brent 0.8. So both contracts coming around 5% lower this week. Now, these are near some 4-month lows.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind. Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Ever go to Chick-fil-A?
I've been there once or twice.
Yeah, not a bad chicken sandwich.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
There. Yeah. If you're in Brandon, Florida, Chick-fil-A introduces the drone delivery. So you can sit your lazy ass on the couch, make a call, and a drone will be knocking at your door.
The sky is going to be full of drones soon.
with chicken sandwiches. Hey, chicken sandwich. John, I got some bad news. They broke up the band.
Any bad news?
They broke up the band, man.
They did?
Yeah. Chuck E. Cheese will soon retire its iconic animatronic band. They're only going to put it in one place. So the thing is, they announced that they call it, I didn't know the name of the band was called the Make Believe Band. Did you know that? I didn't know that.
I did not know that. I thought you were going to tell me the Doobie Brothers broke up.
God, no way, man. Come on. As long as they got weed, they're going to stick together until they're dead. But they're going to have an exclusive residency. I mean, if you want to go see the band, Chuck E. Cheese Band, the Make Believe Band, they're going to only have it only in Northridge, California. That's near Los Angeles.
I always thought it was kind of creepy anyway.
It is. Well, that's like we were talking earlier before the broadcast. Five Nights at Freddy's, I think, sort of teed this off. If you've seen that movie, Five Nights at Freddy's, that is.
I had never heard of that. Never heard of that, but I can see how that became a thing.
Yeah, it's about these animatronic Chuck E. Cheese characters that go rogue. Yeah, it's a scary movie.
Yikes!
Yeah,
kind of like Chucky.
Yes, Friends to the End. That first movie was I remember seeing the first one. That sort of threw me off a little bit.
The Child's Play was the name of the movie.
Child's Play.
Yikes.
Well done. Yeah. But anyway, hey, hear about this runner in the UK? Got banned for a year for running, but they didn't really run all the way. They caught a car. They took a car. Joycia Zagzeritsky received the punishment after her admission to what she reported. She accepted the medal and trophy in the third place finish. However, the information obtained by the BBC later determined that she had traveled by car for roughly 2.5 miles.
Not fair, right? That's how I run, though. I get in my car and if I want to run 5 miles, I go 5 miles and I park the car. And
right. You know,
if I'm on a bicycle, it's better be a motorcycle.
Right. And, when I do push-ups, I usually go to the freezer and get those orange ones.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Ice cream in a toilet paper roll. I had to love those.
How many push-ups you do today? I did 6. I did 6. Put ice cream in a toilet paper roll. Amazing. Welcome to Friday, folks. Welcome to TopstepTV. I hope we put a smile on your face, and I hope we're going to help you trade today. Johnny, let's see what we've got for our contestants here in the charts.
A new car.
Brand new.
All right. So here's the daily in the S&Ps. I've been kind of questioning the rally most of the way up. Unfortunately, we've just continued to keep moving higher. Fortunately or unfortunately. So this week, the inflation numbers came out lower. That's a good thing, right? And earnings have mostly been positive. The uncertainties that are out there have pretty much remained constant. There's been no new bad news out there. So these equities markets have been exhibiting some pretty good resilience. Yesterday in the S&Ps, as we can see along the bottom here, we keep losing volume, which on the upside doesn't really scare me that much. We can see that the volume is always much bigger on down days. So for the last, the day before yesterday and yesterday, it's been coming off a little bit. We've had some smaller ranges. It almost looks like we've been setting up a 2-day bull flag. We lost 1,600 in open interest yesterday, so open interest is largely inert for us as we get into the trading day today. There's more information really on the 30-minute chart than we can glean from this daily chart. It looks like we're setting up an area of potential balance up here, but take a look. We're going to scale this. Hang on just a moment. All right, so Wednesday, we put our recent high in the overnight session. Markets don't tend to like that. The major participants like to put in recent highs and recent lows, all-time highs, all-time lows. And we had a poor high on Wednesday during the regular trading hour session. Now, these poor highs can mean one of two things. The upside auction is unfinished, or buyers just exhausted themselves, and that kind of puts in that double top, and the market comes off of that. It looks more like buyers exhausted themselves on Wednesday up at that level because the market did resolve lower. Yesterday, range-bound day, normal variation if you're looking at the profiles, very kind of centrally located, a neutral day. The market is likely to go looking for new areas to facilitate trade. Overnight inventory got a little bit long up here, and look what we did in the overnight. We put in another week high in the overnight session. We still haven't taken out the recent high in the regular trading hour session, so we're going to be looking at possibly with good probability at this point, opening with a gap. So if we open with a gap, we're going to use gap rules, and we're going to say, if we can't close the gap relatively early, we're going to be looking for the opportunity for the market to continue the move to the upside. If we open with a gap and we begin to show acceptance inside range and inside value from yesterday, that changes the situation, and we could see a pullback to the value area low from yesterday. That value area low from yesterday is now around 45.08 approximately. All of these are, of course, there's no finite. They're all zones. They're not exact levels. The value area high, if we show acceptance below that, is 45.20. So that could be a relatively decent opportunity. Now, looking at the bull flag, we got 1, 2, almost 3 points of contact. 1, 2, almost 3 points of contact. The market has broken out above that, this trend line, but in the overnight session. So we'll be watching this trend line as well for potential opportunities. Again, first thing, gap rules. Second thing, potential value area special situation play. If we can get down to there, we might actually end up testing this trend line. We don't know what's going to happen. Anything can happen. We do have some talking Feds. Don't forget about those. So there's going to be, some hawking of news, that kind of stuff. Of course, we got to keep our eye on the news. If something wacky happens, we have to be prepared for that. I apologize here. It just restarted. And there we go. All right. So let's take a look at the NASDAQ now. Eddie, NASDAQ is telling a little bit of a different story as it usually does. They're very related products, the S&P and the NASDAQ, the Dow. All of them are, equity indices, but they do tell different stories. Okay. The daily appears even more to be kind of falling into an area of balance here, range bound, consolidation, chop, whatever you want to call it. Volume was okay yesterday. It was off just a little bit, but we added another 9,000 in open interest. So that open interest that increase is telling us that there's money coming into this market one direction or another. It's going to be difficult to tell because of the lack of direction really from yesterday. The upside structure in the S&Ps and the NASDAQ still largely intact. There is a lot of weak structure down below that we've pointed out, but it's only going to be important when it becomes important. Take a look at the 30-minute chart. Yeah, all right, hang on. Scaling. Well, that didn't really work. All right, here we go. So again, recent high in the overnight session, really just kind of right before the regular trading hour session, but still it hangs out there, waving its hands and saying, "Ha ha! I put in the high in the overnight. You regular trading hour traders didn't get the opportunity." And as we know, the regular trading hour traders don't like that. They want to put in those recent highs in regular trading hours. Well, what are we doing here? Well, we kind of have a similar bull flag here in the NASDAQ, but we haven't really seen any directional activity overnight. We don't have any overnight inventory in the NASDAQ like we do in the S&Ps. The market really just kind of broke out of this potential bull flag through attrition, through time. It didn't bring anything with it. It just kind of hung around and broke out of it. So there is the difference between the S&P and the NASDAQ. We're going to, with great probability, be opening inside yesterday's range and inside yesterday's area of value. Very little change in the perception of value of the NASDAQ stock index right now. So stay patient. Watch the S&P. If the S&P becomes the leader and we can't close the gap and we push higher, of course, we can expect the same from the NASDAQ. If the NASDAQ becomes the leader, accepts yesterday's value, that could bring price down to 15,837, the value low, if we do show signs of acceptance inside value. So both of them telling a different story. It's going to be a really interesting fast market this morning because of that. There's conflicting information, and we're going to have some fun seeing how we can make a little bit of money during fast market. So the profile, normal variation, excess on both sides, relatively neutral. This market is, has a higher probability of seeking new levels to facilitate trade. What's the market's job? It is to facilitate trade. It is to find a level where buyers and sellers are comfortable transacting business. That's not the place that I want to trade. I want to trade where they're not comfortable, where one of them is extended, the other one takes over. Those are your extremes. So maybe we will be looking to wait a little bit in the NASDAQ for those extremes before really getting too involved. Again, ACH, anything can happen.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Crude oil.
Crude.
Don't forget, you should be trading the January contract. The January contract has the greater volume. It is now the front month. We should be trading the January contract. So,
yes.
What do we do here yesterday? Well, we are headed lower for of course, the fourth straight week lower here. Volume is, of course, going to be blurry. Open interest is, of course, going to be blurry because of the rollover. We just switched. It's difficult to read the volume. It's difficult to read the open interest because of that, because it is so split between the previous front month of December and the next few future months. So during rollover, we can't really lean on it, but we're looking at some technical information that might be of use to you. Weekly kickoff low, targeted, closed at, or at least in the range of, and now showing potential rejection below that level. So the 30-minute chart is going to show us this move down. Okay, we had a pretty decent push once we broke down through. We didn't close very deep below that. As a matter of fact, I would call this almost a direct hit to close right on the weekly kickoff low, 73.15. Now the market has found support there. It's opening in range and in value. Try and stay patient. Better trade locations are likely to come as the day goes on. Market has opened. It kind of looks like we opened, looked lower. Now we're kind of checking higher. I'm going to let the market establish its early range before getting involved. And there might be some decent opportunity down here today if price gets to that weekly kickoff low. It's the point of control. It's the weekly kickoff level. It's settlement, and just below that we have the value area low. So this is kind of a high target area if the market gives us an opportunity there. The one caveat to that is we don't know if the weekly kickoff level is going to be magnetic as it was last night or repulsive as it has been since the London session open. But again, opening in range and in value suggests trying to stay patient and looking for better trade locations as the day goes on.
Yes.
The profile yesterday was B-shaped. That is a long liquidation profile that is supported by a loss of 17,000 in open interest. However, the open interest is also going to be greatly impacted by the fact that it's in rollover. Hence, the reason why we can't really depend on that. I would be looking at this as a long liquidation event that takes selling power away from the market. But because of rollover and the blurriness of the open interest, I can't really depend on that much. Sorry, it's just a fact. Let's take a quick look at gold.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes. Yeah, gold.
Gold. Excuse me. Forgive me. So here's the daily. We had that big push to the upside right to weekly kickoff high yesterday.
Exactly.
How did it do?
We hit that and we pulled back. I mean, that was a great call, Johnny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, those weekly kickoff levels are usually going to be impactful one way or another. It's either to limit loss or to find a good opportunity. And yesterday was a pretty decent opportunity.
Real quick, John.
Gold. It didn't really come too far off of it, but if you were long, it was a great target for you.
Now, John, how do we get those weekly kickoff numbers? If you can explain that real quick.
Yeah, I kind of formulate them. I'll be working on them this evening, trying to kind of use technical analysis, market profile information, tea leaves, and this time turkey bones. To try and find those levels that I believe longer time frame traders are likely to adjust inventory. You can get them on Sunday night in the weekly kickoff email.
And the thing is, he can't share that recipe. It's like the KFC recipe. We'll tell you what it's got, 11 herbs and spices, but we're not going to tell you what herbs or what spices.
Yes.
And Rooster said, watch it. Watch it.
Rooster always does. I know, because I used chicken bones a couple of times. He didn't like that too much.
Yeah, I like that.
It's good to see you, Rooster.
Okay. All right. It's got about 3 minutes here.
All right. So back to gold. The rally yesterday brought in higher volume and higher open interest. Another 7,500 in open interest. So already approaching this weekly kickoff level, we can make an assumption that a certain number of time frames or all time frames adjusted inventories to the long side. We're either going to get too long and bounce off of that, or we're going to accept above it and bring in more new business to the upside. Or again, we can just kind of become magnetic to this, right? So is it going to be repulsive? So repulsive, or is it going to be magnetic? We don't know. Take a look at the 30-minute chart here. All right, so there's the rally yesterday. P-shaped would indicate short covering, but that's not supported by the increase in open interest. You got to kind of remember gold is coming into rollover, but I don't think it's quite as blurry as the open interest and volume information in crude oil. Tested to it yesterday, came off. Looked over it overnight. We rejected it above that level so far this morning. I got to close out this gap here because that gap is now closed. So that's no longer here. So I'm going to be watching. I'm going to see, if we get opportunity up near weekly kickoff high, to me, it's the best place on this chart to help me limit risk. If I'm going to look for shorts against it, I can limit the risk if it gets too far above. If it gets above and it comes back to it and I use it as support, I can again limit risk. No promise of profit or loss ever on any of these things. It's just an important level, and that's the one thing that's important about these levels is they help you limit risk. Most important, even more important than profit, is to be able to have the ability to limit risk, take your deep breath, stay humble, grateful, creative, and centered in your trading today. Let's have a great session.
All right. Johnny, thank you very much for all that information. And remember, folks, it is Friday, and we've got Michael coming up here. We've got Fast Market. It's just a few minutes, and we'll be right back. It's just a few minutes. But Good morning. Good morning. All right, we got Andre and Michael, MP. Happy Friday, guys. How are you today?
What's up?
What's up? Let's go.
What's up? What's up?
Hey, good morning to everybody in the chat.
Good morning.
How many good mornings we can get? Can it fly through here? GM,
Johnny, Eddie, Michael, what's happening?
GM, start
morning.
flying.
Good morning.
Yes.
Morning.
Or Mortimer?
Morning.
You guys
Okay.
are wild.
All right. So
I kept trading yesterday, guys.
Yeah,
Just a
you
little
did.
bit.
I saw.
I was up 5,000 and ended up 32.
Not
All
bad.
right. That's all right.
And then I
Nice
went
day.
to work. I went to work at my second job. And then I went to work at my third job, picking up the kids because my wife is out of town.
Where's she? Never mind.
Super dad.
Wow. Big pat on the back for Michael.
Yeah, super trader.
All right. How we looking today? Capital preservation Fridays always.
Capital.
Yeah.
That's what we call them, right?
That's right.
Good morning. Look at all the good mornings. Good morning.
So
Keep that money.
Yup.
Yeah, keep it in your
Nasdaq's
pocket.
opening right at the point of control from yesterday, inside range and value.
Shit.
Okay, hold on. Let's say that one more time. We got to get into it. And by
Nasdaq
keep it in your money real quick, all those funded traders, take a payout today. It should be payout Fridays.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Eddie. Or Hoagland.
So Nasdaq is opening inside range and value from yesterday, right at the point of control. What's the point of control? It's the comfort level. It is where the most volume occurred yesterday. Be patient today, everybody. Be patient. The market is not exhibiting much change in value, so let the market establish an early range and focus on those extremes, particularly in the Nasdaq. In the S&Ps, it's a little bit of a different story. We had some overnight inventory that was long. It is now reconciled. Are we going to open with a gap or not? Are we going to reject yesterday's range or not? If the Nasdaq's the leader, we should come back into the range from yesterday in the S&Ps. If the S&Ps bounce off this gap close and go higher, then I would look for opportunities for longs in the
Bounce off-
Nasdaq. We don't know which is going to be the leader.
Gap closes what to what?
Gap close for the S&Ps is 45.26 quarter. 45.26 quarter.
26.
Okay, so we're already in it.
That's the high from yesterday.
Just
Now
hit
in
it.
Nasdaq, we've got we're opening right at the point of control. Point of control on this platform is 15,874.
15.
They're selling it into this open right now.
15,874 is the gap. What's the point of control?
Is the point of control from yesterday. We are currently extending the overnight range as we speak.
Yeah,
Since
what's
we're
going
not
on with
open
this,
yet.
Johnny?
Pardon?
What's the sell-off about going into this open? I
Well,
don't know if I've ever seen that. Well, this is wild.
you know, the
Couple minutes
We're-
early.
we're-
Yeah, a couple minutes early. All these
we're
sellers.
high here. I mean,
Yeah,
you know, I've been
we're bears.
I've been holding a short since yesterday in a sim account. It's finally just raking in dough now.
Damn, they're hammering the
Yeah,
shit.
good. I like having an order sitting in sim to always be dabbling, even when I'm not not trading.
Yeah, Hogue, you can go buy yourself a Sim Bugatti.
Right. Here you go.
Sit on Sit on that one in your Instagram shot.
Oh, buy right back. Now we're
I got a Sim GTO right here.
Ding, 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 Eddie.
Uh-oh.
My
Hey.
goodness, man.
Eddie.
There we
It's
go.
Friday.
There we go.
Here's your sell-off.
Volume was down.
Left field
What's the
vacuum.
point?
I feel that.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
out of the gate, Michael gets long. Is that what you're doing, Michael? Come on, buddy.
Just slinging sides right out of the gate. All right.
I'm out. Down 2-7.
Yeah, we're not even under the opening range yet.
Let me dance, boys.
Tradertainment can get very expensive.
Yes.
I'm up on the week. Nicely.
Nice. I am too, a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll go.
Nice bounce
that's
back.
Yeah.
Seeing crude here on the up and up off that big dive earlier. 74.33 crude, and looking at the gold right now, just hanging around settlement 1987.30.
So what's this weekly kickoff level? 73.15 in crude oil. Broke through it, closed on it.
Guys, he's talking crude oil 73, and that's a weekly kickoff level. You find those in your email every Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Those levels been wide.
So we got a nice dip off the open here, and now we're seeing, I mean, there's no real hurry here in crude oil. We're in the middle of the value area from yesterday. I'm going to be patient, wait for the initial balance to form, and then look at those extremes for my opportunities. It's right in the middle of value from yesterday, so no big major change in the value of a barrel of crude oil here just yet. Both the S&P and the NASDAQ are still inside their opening ranges.
Yeah, you look at the daily, and it's starting to get tight. Consolidation after we have been stair-stepping up a freaking mountain.
Yep, exactly.
We hit Everest, an old high, pulled back with a wick.
Yep.
Nice little wick on that. What day? Monday? No, 15th.
Wednesday
was the big day.
Mm-hmm.
Sideways.
Yep. And so you're right. I mean, in the short time frame, the market is range bound.
Yes, it is.
Short time, yes. Nothing on tilt.
Not yet. What's tilt, Michael?
Tilt is all the open positions here at Topstep in the simulated experience, and there's thousands of them. And there is 50%, 51%, 52% of them, 51, 50 now, back to 50, back to 49% are short in the NASDAQ. 49% are short in the ES.
Scroll across the top of your screen.
That's a 50-50 even. The market gets imbalanced. Tilt gets imbalanced. 80% of people are long, 80% are short.
Mm-hmm.
Watch what happens. Nobody even knows for sure whatever happens. But it's
right.
definitely good telling indicators if about a possible inflection point pivot.
Yeah, it's what shows you which way the masses are leaning.
Quite simply, when everybody's long, the high is in. When everybody's short, the low is in.
There you go.
That is technically what is the first thing you think about when you do that if you've been trading for long enough.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, just a heads up, boys and girls, about 14 minutes here, we got Fed's. Fed's going to be speaking here also in a half an hour. FOMC member Daly will be speaking. So we got Fed head day today. Collins inside the hour. So we got a lot of speakers today.
What a week.
Hey, Bernardo, yeah, I used to have CNBC right here, and I don't even watch it anymore. It's on mute. I mean, they're talking about, I don't know.
What are they talking? They're
talking about blenders and I don't even know. I just got to refresh it.
Hey,
yeah, no, it's fun to be with you guys.
Daniel's asking about what is settlement exactly?
Okay, so the
OPEC
back in the day before electronic trading, the exchange had to mark the closing price where all of the margins were attached to. So at the end of the day, if you had a position on and the position was losing money or making money, but if you didn't have enough money in your account to cover the margin call, that's when they'd call you up and say, hey, you got to put some more money in your account. We're going to liquidate you first thing tomorrow morning. It's basically just the closing price of the previous day. It's a visual. It's something everybody knows about. Everybody looks at. There's some really sometimes good opportunities moving back towards settlement. If you'll put the charts up, take a look at what we just did here in the S&Ps.
Sure did.
The overnight inventory was long. First thing they did was get nervous and sell out of all those longs and bring price back to where? Settlement.
Settle.
Hey, really quickly, while John's talking about this, can we get a poll? Who has ever had a margin call? Go ahead, John. Mine's
I
yes.
want that. No.
I don't. I have not. Luckily,
Well, you have because
How does
you were at a prop firm and you busted out, and the guy
that's
goes,
true.
and
But
he goes,
how does that call actually sound? How does that actual conversation go?
"Hey, look, you've been shitty trading, and now you got an open position because you're marrying it.
You're just like,
It's just you better get out of your position, or else we're going to liquidate it for you."
oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I hated seeing was when somebody didn't have a trade check correct, and they were short or they were long one coming in before the open.
Oh, that happened to me on a 10 lot.
Oh my God! And I tell you,
30,000.
nobody wants to see that. And you can have your trade checker. Hey, you were long 10 or short 10. And I mean, that's like, that's a slap and a kick in the junk.
Yeah, and they're open 30 ticks against me. That's
Yeah, I know. Like, why can't it be 30 ticks in your favor on a Friday, and you're going on vacation in 3 hours?
right.
Sweet.
No, the trading gods didn't like me that much.
No, man. They don't.
William knows who you are.
They're always out to get us.
So there was a couple that was actually part of Topstep for a while. They were living in Montana, and they were interior decorators, and they were decorating like all these big homes around Kalispell. Like, so a lot of the stars were buying homes, and so they were doing the decorating. They were making money hand over fist. So they decided to start trading futures with that money, and they open up an account and they max leveraged a position in something. They didn't even look at it for 2 weeks. They looked at it. They were up $400,000 on this position.
What?
They liquidated it. They looked for something else. They maxed out on the position size. 2 weeks later, the phone rings because they weren't even watching it. They just thought, this is what you do when you make money. This is easy. 2 weeks later, they get a call. Hey, this is your clearing firm. You're out of money in your account. We're going to liquidate you unless you wire us, $100,000 right now. They didn't even know what a margin call was, that you could lose that kind of money. So they put in 100,000, they made 400,000, and then they lost $500,000 in 2 weeks because they were over leveraged, had no idea what they were doing. They decided at that time, maybe we should learn something about this, and that's when they came to Topstep.
Hold on, that's when they came to Topstep? I was going to make that joke at the very end. No, I was going to say
they were at the meetup that we had, like Linda Raschke and Damon and me, and we had all those people talking. Wow. So they told me this story in the bar afterwards, and I was almost crying. I was so upset.
Holy dude, they
were a real hip couple too, real wonderful people.
Yeah, they were really nice people.
Man, that is a gut punch of all gut punches. I kind of think it's huge.
Oh man.
Hey, okay, so left field's getting a little light. Have you ever had a margin call? We got 50-50 in here. All right. That's a margin call. I'm gonna change this up. Have you ever had your account deactivated where you can't trade? How about that? Yeah, that's another one. Come on, guys, tell the truth. Let's make these margin calls. Margin calls like your parents calling. Get the hell home. And the other one's like, I got home, but I'm still hammered. So like, I'm just throwing it out there. I'm assuming, and we'll get a new one because 500 people just voted and said 50-50. Now we got a little bit more people saying no. I have had a margin call, and it is the worst thing ever. But I have also had my account deactivated because I've lost enough money in the account that I need to deposit into the account. My second question of this is like, have you ever made a second deposit? Because all those mean that you ran out of money. So
how about a third deposit, Mike?
How about a third deposit? Have you ever taken money out of your trading account, or have you always put money in? I would like to get that. I would like to get that stat from brokerages. What percentage of people
trading has made it a lot easier for the management of these of this risk for the clearing firms, because they can just take you out whenever they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I go back to clearing firms real quick. How many? I would love to get the stat on how many deposits they take versus payouts they pay out. Man, I'm just saying this because like $10,000 check, $10,000 check.
Yep.
And before I ever started learning, I was putting so much money in the markets. I never withdrew ever. Until I went with a prop firm, until I did the same type of thing that Topstep does here, learn on sim. And then I got into a point where I got a groove, and I never put a deposit in ever again and took payouts for years.
Make it a one-way street into your checking account.
One-way street into checking account. You never, and Hoagland, you know this because you said it one time. You never want to put money into your account.
Never want to bring in a check.
Never want to bring in a check. Like his story just said, they had to bring in a check.
That's some humbling. That's humble pie right there.
Yeah. So the next thing is, have you ever had to deposit twice into your brokerage account?
Welcome to the Topstep focus group in YouTube.
Never have I ever.
Have you ever
Go around the
dreamed
circle. Hi, I'm.
that
Get it straight.
Today's
Congratulations, Sudharshan, passing the getting funded. Good job, man.
nice. Welcome to the club.
The electronic trading has made it a lot easier to limit position sizing too. There was a guy in the S&P pit who was a big trader, and he took a big loss. So his clearing firm told him that he could only trade 5 lots. So there's a broker bidding for 50. He goes sold and writes down 10 fives. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5.
That's all. That's all the fingers he has.
Right.
Take your shoe off.
Sure.
But he couldn't send his card up with a 50 lot on it, so he wrote 10 5 lots.
Palmetto. That's funny. Palmetto.
He's a funny guy.
Okay. New poll, guys. Have you ever made 2 deposits? I would like to know.
Just hammering polls.
I had 2 this morning.
Oh, it's Friday.
Free for all Friday.
Shit.
Hey, John, you look back is asking a question here. I don't know if we can answer this. Could you please, how to keep the continuous contract charts in be adjusted or no? What's the difference between them?
Okay, I'm not sure that on any platform you're able to choose whether you're going to adjust pricing or if it's going to stay with just the so
The what? Are you talking about months?
Yeah. So
Contract months?
like on a continuous chart, the pricing can either be adjusted for previous front contract months or not. I'm not sure that you can decide that on any given platform. I think it's already done for you. So you're going to notice like, let's see.
You can on T4. I can do it right now. If you look at my screen, I can go to active.
Go continuous or not.
I can go active right now.
Yeah, that's the continuous chart.
Yes.
But if you're on the contract month, some of your levels might be a little bit different because the continuous chart adjusts for the previous front months.
Yeah. I think it's pretty common now, the continuous chart. I know it is at TopstepTV and Topstep X also make sure you're always in the front month, even during roll. We don't like, hey, I'm trading in, like there's like 2 contracts traded that day because it's about ready to roll off the board. So that's a great
Oil
thing.
front month is January now?
January, yes.
Yep.
Hey guys, this keeps slipping, and I know we're talking because it hasn't been a pop to sell, and it's just stayed on the lows.
Yeah, it has.
John, what does that mean to you?
Well,
and going back to what you shared with us right at the open.
I've been a bear all week, but I've been trading what the market is telling me. Here, take a look at this, Michael. Now this is Sim. This is Topstep X. So this morning I sold just one contract here.
Wow, way cleaner screen.
43, 34, 50.
Like that plug, Andre.
Yeah, I do. Very subtle.
Look at my target. 44.39, 44.40 basically.
Okay.
I'm looking for this market to take out these lows and get into this space and drive lower.
There's a lot of room down there too.
It's a lot of room. Now, this is not a prediction. This is a sim account. If it happens, it's more dumb luck than anything else.
Well, you're still going to get a feel, though. That's why putting positions on in sim and a practice account still gets you a feel.
Right.
Hey, thank you.
That rip higher was Michael Burry, right? We're going to keep calling it that. Remember the very next day, they said he got pretty much liquidated out of his short position?
Hey guys, like to say a shout out to Ann. Ann, how are you today? Our very own Top Step Ann, who keeps the company
Yes, and
moving
she's the
forward.
And
Good morning.
yeah,
VP of People. And if anybody knows what that means people management and Top Step and keeping people moving forward and keeping people happy and moving in the right direction, health-wise, culture-wise, all that. That is the awesome woman in charge of it.
It's like a sister to us, you know.
And to top it all off, Eddie and Hogue, you know this from the awards. We have won best place to work for in Chicago, like up there with like any of the $1 billion market cap companies for like, I don't know, however many years, 6, like 2016, 17, 18, 19. Nobody worked in 20, 21.
Maybe on Shoulder Tap we can get a picture of those or something.
Yeah. They're all behind Mick. Good call, Eddie.
Yeah. So, here's a question from Ollie or Oli. What volume profile do you have to start up the day trade? Do you use yesterday's profile until today has built up?
So I'm trying to figure out the best way to answer this.
Andrew Archer, you'd know. Andrew Archer just came on here. He was a trader at Topstep. Now he's on the support team, and he's awesome. Hey, Andrew.
oh, man, look at all the people in the house today.
Provided there is information from the previous day, it may be impactful. You know, when we opened up here, there was no previous day information that's available. So you just look at what today did. We opened in range, the yesterday's high, put in the high for today. So, you know, where the market kind of runs out of volume. Yeah, I mean, you're always looking left for hints as to when the market has exhausted itself in one direction or another, but it's also very contextual so that there's basic rules. Like, you know, if we opened with a gap this morning in the S&Ps, we opened above yesterday's range and we couldn't close it, we would probably be looking for opportunities for longs because we were unable to close the gap, but we closed the gap. Opening range is the high of the session. We're inside the range and even the initial balance from yesterday. We've traded down to the point of control here. The market is really just showing exhibiting kind of range bound tendencies. So I'm going to let the market.
There is, man.
John, when you say point of control down here, gotta put a level on it because I know a lot of guys don't look at this and they listen. And then we're going to be turning this into podcasts. So the more we can talk levels, the better. Hey, Andre, heavy on the left field.
Yeah.
So the point of control from yesterday that we just traded to was 45.14 even.
And 45.14 even. We're trading, just so people that are listening, we're trading 45.18.
45.14 evens.
Some comments from the Feds here. Feds Daily. The Fed is not certain if inflation is on track for the 2%. And Fed's bar banking system not deeply exposed to cryptocurrency risk. Most banks are taking a careful and cautious approach.
Hey, really quickly, Tailored Trades Live 101. Just got your message and just they pulled it out of here. You'll be taken care of. I don't know why you're waiting or why the team is waiting to get you what you want, but we'll take care of it. I don't always jump in and comment about the stuff, but looks like you passed the combine and you're waiting, or you're waiting on a live account. You said live account, so that sounds like you're trading really well. But if it's funded level, regardless, and then they'll take care of you for being so late. I'll let them know. Whatever that take care of is. Hopefully,
John, Ali says thank you very much for that answer.
My pleasure, Ali. Anything I can do to help, I'm in.
Help.
I don't know, boys. I'm not seeing much right now.
Oh, no, I'm not. A little heavy on the left field, a little heavy on long bias. So there could be a nice sell the rip.
Yeah.
Because if this does want to do a trend day down,
just like
you
that.
know.
And I did not mean to give anybody a bias by kind of talking about what my thoughts are.
No, I'm with you, John.
Well, John, if you go back to the 30-minute, it's still within range. Go to my charts, 30-minute, or even yours, 30-minute.
It's Wednesday.
It's since Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, John, technically,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Don't worry, guys. We can go to chart and make anything we say right.
right?
That's the badge.
It's astrology for traders.
So we put the low here when we broke out above weekly kickoff high. That was the low there. The high here, we just tested to it.
Yep. We'd be fiddling in the middle. You'd be fiddling in the middle if you're a swing trader.
Right here, yeah.
Swing traders, you'd be fiddling in the middle right now. Day traders, we're kind of showing a downtrend, which means we should look for selling rips.
Yeah, right now the S&P still has the opening range as the high of the session. The high of the opening range in the S&P is 45.26. 45.26 is the high of the opening range.
Oh, you want right
Is this the
field
rip?
tab.
Is this the rip right here, Patak?
I think so. You want right field tab, and then you want long bias is getting a little long. We're still 50-50 today. It could be a quiet day, and it could go right in that range that John was talking about.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things, guys, that has been posted here for our community, and we appreciate this. Don Cromwell saying, "Don't forget options expiration."
Oh.
So we might see a skew in the market with that. And for those who also posted that, I thank you for that.
Yeah.
Also,
Thanks for that heads up.
Hell yeah, I love that heads up.
Yeah, that's what this is about.
Who's boys and girls, who have you deposited money into your trading account more than once? There we go. If you're depositing more than once, then you didn't do well the first time, and I bet you that's to the tune of thousands. That's why Topstep.
Yeah, those aren't $100 checks either.
Yeah, that's why Topstep started. You shouldn't have to pay that big of a tuition to learn how to trade. There you go. There's my answer. But the other margin call, 50%. Sorry, guys. I said yes to that one too. That's a tough call to get.
Yeah,
I've handed them checks that I could buy a boat.
Hey, John, it's coming up to the high volume node right now.
higher here.
Yeah, I do like it from the short side up here because I think but it's only 58%. So
Market's been strong though.
Yeah, right field's getting really light.
Yep.
Okay, so NASDAQ traded down to the low value from yesterday already. That low was 15,837. High of value yesterday, 15,889. The opening range is not the high of the session in the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is showing much more range-bound activity. So we didn't have any overnight inventory. We got too short here. We're pulling that back. The initial balance is relatively small.
I'm short from 77. Four guy.
Okay, that's good. That's good trade location, man.
So I see. I got
I
you.
took one off. You see.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take another one off and another one off and keep one on just for the time.
That's great, man. That's focusing on the daytime frame extremes.
There you
know, the regular trading hour range was 15,880. 15,880 is the high of the regular trading hour range.
Okay.
That's focusing on the daytime frame extremes. Nice job, Michael.
Okay. I'm keeping this one on as a slight runner of 30 handles or 25 or something of that nature.
It can't hurt you.
Look at guys, we could have all that conversation. I could dig myself out of the hole really quick and put myself up money. Ooh, I don't know. We'll see.
Were you in the hole?
I went right out of the gate when I was gunslinging right out of the gate.
With over 700 votes, have you deposited money in your trading account more than once? 77% said yes, and 22% said no. Get off my lawn.
The marketing team that's watching, keep that stat. That shows the importance of learning how to trade on sim out of the gate. Get yourself in a good position. What are you paying at $49 a month? $49. You reset. Now you're at $500, and you got 3 months for 2 months into it, and multiple times of reset your brain, reset your strategy, adjust your strategy. That's what reset's about. If resets, you're trying to get back in the same GD position, then you're not using it properly.
Adding to a loser.
Yeah.
Our S&P's pointed out also that that high that we just put in the regular trading hour session here is VWAP on the 30.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, basically 882 is VWAP. We got up to 880 and a little bit of change. I would call that a close touch.
I'm speaking of touch. I'm out.
This trade.
You guys see how quick that was? I mean, that rip. It was a rip higher.
Yeah, it was.
That's usually a stop run. Or, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Think about all the shorts that were still short down there that were in the money. And then look really quickly what it did. Let's just jump over to my charts real quickly. All right. So markets had sold off. Let's go over here. Go all the way to the right of the screen. Markets had sold off out of the gate in the morning. 825 started selling off. Firmed up just a little. Yeah. Now this firm up right here could be shorts getting in here, thinking to continue, thinking it broke out to the downside, and then it does, and then it does a little bit more, and then it goes, hold on. You're still short. Now imagine you just got short in here. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. Imagine you're this trader that got short right here. You're in the money. You're looking really good. This is going to be an awesome Friday. Stops. Okay, well, it's just pausing. Then it firms up, comes right back to your entry, and then look at this wick. Wick goes all the way to here, stops you out. That's to me, when I look at this, I think about other traders that give, because I've been in that position. Like I got the tiger by the tail. So there's your wick. That's a stop run, in my opinion, because all these folks that are here, short time frame stop run, right, John? Possible.
Yeah, because you got all the weekends that shorted the low.
Exactly.
Yep, that's short of the low. And thought continuation. No, breakout traders.
Yeah. Yep, and most breakouts fail.
Yep, that's why range bound is learning range bound took me a while to learn.
Same. Dolby was talking about that yesterday.
Yeah.
Consolidation trade. It's pretty
Yep.
really good stuff.
The market's in that more than it is in a. I mean, when you're like, well, no, it's not. Look at the last
We're just looking at the chart from since Wednesday.
Yeah, I know, but if you're like, hey, the last 2 weeks, yeah, but like,
Oh, well, yeah, of course. There's going to be a breakout every now and
there's
then.
going to be
Yes.
a breakout. I mean,
We've got a little bit of a delta divergence in the S&Ps. I'm not thinking about getting long anything right now.
Shorts are growing.
Safe.
Here's what it is.
Yeah.
Here's my profile. So this D right here is delta. It's positive 7,700. Our opening price this morning was here. So we have now 8,000 more contracts that traded using a market order to buy the bid than using a market order to sell the offer. So we're seeing more aggressive buyers. They're using market orders to buy the offer, but price is moving in the opposite direction. Right. So that tells us possibly longer time frame, either longer time frame speculators and or banks, funds, whatever, have orders to sell it, and they use tricks like iceberg orders. They put in 5, 15, 62, 41, and they just keep feeding offers in, and that's what creates that positive delta.
Positive delta. More is trading on the offer than the bid, correct? Positive delta.
More is trading on the offer than the bid, and if there is longer time frame traders just placing iceberg sell orders, eventually the shorter time frame speculators that are the ones buying that are going to end up way too long, and they're going to capitulate. They're going to turn and run the other cheek. Now, there's no guarantees of any of this. We're back up to the opening range here in the S&Ps, but we've got positive delta. The overall push has been to the downside, indicating there's possibly a presence of longer time frame sellers in this market.
I agree.
One thing so I look at sometimes even more about less about what I want to do and less what I do, and more about what I don't want to do. I don't want to buy this market right now.
Heavier long in the NASDAQ.
Yep.
Yes.
And left, right field, a little light.
And that I could be completely wrong. The buyers could overtake the longer time frame sellers. If the longer time frame sellers have a small package that they have to execute, then so be it. But right now, I'm more of the frame of mind to look for offers, for opportunities to sell it than to buy it.
Oh, speaking of package, yeah. I got a pretty sweet package today that I picked up at the front.
What's up?
Come on.
What do you got?
This is going to be riveting. James, get ready to cut this, depending on what he brings in.
I mean, you got to put it on the table. No.
Oh God.
Check that out. Okay. I ordered myself some sweet stuff. And I got that. Now, one of them I'm going to get off screen and then I'm going to come back on screen because it's a really good friend of mine that told me to buy this one. I'm going to find it. If it's not in here, I'm going to flip.
Our first unboxing.
Yeah, I'm digging this.
All right.
What do we got here? Look at this shit.
Nice. That's a neat hoodie. I like that hoodie.
Yeah, it is.
It just doesn't come in 8X.
I learned to size up. Okay, hold on.
This is bullish. Economy's back.
Who's this?
Vogue shirt.
Yes. Hook it up, dude. Yeah.
And guys, this is Bella canvas. It's very, 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 very comfortable.
Very cool. Very cool.
Canvas. Comfortable, really?
Canvas.
My wife sleeps in that shirt.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's pretty sweet.
I roll over, I see me.
Looks like you're looking in the mirror.
That's
Pretty alpha, Hogue.
Rats. It says rats. Markets disappoint again.
Yep.
If you guys have it up, show them where we got this. Johnny was quite popular with the
Sure was, man.
Chicago Tribune.
My wife tells me that too. You're very photogenic.
I actually think that should be on the front of the shirt. But we need.
Yeah.
Is my camera not any good, guys? We need a better camera. Daniel, somebody else said that one time.
Well, congratulations, Alexander Bergstrom. Just passed 150K combine. Good job.
Oh, so far, slow Friday. How much you make on that trade, Michael?
500
Nice.
or more. Because I was down to 270.
Oh, yeah.
So whatever the math is, the 270 to 355.
So I've got that piece of that page of the newspaper up on my screen if you want to see it.
Yes. There you go, guys.
Famous.
Not the embezzler part. You gotta
we gotta stop that.
drop that, John. Right away, you're like, oh, embezzling. I gotta read into it.
I did not do 5 years for embezzling. No, this was the Chicago Sun-Times in 2006.
That was nice.
2006.
I made the San Francisco Chronicle with Topstep.
Really? On the floor?
Yeah, they came on the floor, took some pictures,
Nice.
and front page. I think I got the picture. I should post it out.
You should.
I gotta find it.
People love coming down to that floor.
Oh, I love going down every single day.
Yep. Would
It was like walking out of the tunnel. Like walking out of the tunnel as an athlete.
100%. Like in
and then-
football?
Yeah, like in football, it goes quiet, get off the elevator, you go through the turnstile.
It just gets loud as hell.
Then it just like right when you go through the door, it's like gets loud.
Bam.
Yeah. Before you'd get on the floor, there'd be a kid with a Coke, and you'd throw your jersey to him, and he'd give you the Coke, and you
Mean Joe
give
Green.
the kid the jersey. And remember that old commercial with the Mean Joe Green? Probably not, but I used to love that commercial.
I have a picture
No, Brad.
of walking onto the trading floor, but this picture is like in the 50s. Hold on, I'll go get it. Check it out.
Black Friday's next week. All right, what's the game plan, Michael?
It's squared up.
Yep.
There's no imbalance happening right now.
No imbalance, sideways trading.
We John, this could definitely be an extension of the range, right? If it starts to creep back into it.
Well, which range?
Oh, on the 30-minute, but
To the downside, you mean?
the range. It's been range bound last few days.
The sideways, yeah. Just
Yeah, we're really kind of right in the middle of it too. So Here. There's that's the cavern on the way, the tunnel on the way into the trading
that's cool.
floor.
Oh god, that's sweet.
That is dope. I've never seen that before. That's really cool.
And that's like
Dead man walking.
it's like from the 50s. I don't know, Michael, have you seen these pictures yet? But
Dude, this shit
that's my dad. Just about to bust out a bid.
Can John, can you or
I thought it
James,
was a tickle contest.
can we scan these and get these on here? I want to get them really clear. That's awesome,
Yeah.
John. I mean, these pictures are awesome. Get them really
That's
clear
insane.
so we can pull them in instead of putting them up.
Here's what you do on the trading floor when it's slow.
Smoke. Let me see. Is that what it is? Oh, yes. We used to play Uno because we were dumber in the Dow pit.
And you used to be able to smoke right in the pit.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I mean, what happens? Where did they put the cigarette out at if there's paper all on the
On
ground?
the floor and step on it.
Right next to
front
the
of 'em.
paper. Right next to the paper.
That's
Yeah.
gnarly. God, John, I
There
gotta
was
say,
a few flyers that broke out on the trading floor, if I remember. And
I mean,
the
if you
thing
don't-
is, it was used for matches. Usually, when somebody would pass some gas, you'd have a book of matches in your. I mean, you couldn't carry like Febreze around with you.
Topstep's office is right up here somewhere. I try to
At the
get
very, very, very
Yeah.
top floor. There's a little irony in wanting to get that one.
mm-hmm.
42nd floor. There is a 43rd, but it's not even whatever.
Here's the floor with back when they had the chalkboards.
Wow.
I mean, that's
They
so
even have the price, the quote boards up.
Hey, John, you know what's a funny story about that one? When I was down in Argentina, they had chalkboards on their menu because the inflation was so bad. They changed prices so often. They changed, I swear to God, I'm like, why is there? I go, it's all written on a chalkboard because every day the price would change, blah, 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 because of inflation. That's kind of what the guy told me, but
Hey, real quick here, if I can interject, Trailer Trades, please check your emails from Brett. I'm getting this orders from headquarters. Check your email.
There you go.
you could order a cheeseburger. By the time you got it, you could cover and make some money.
Dude, John, I gotta say, this trading stuff, this is like in your bones, man. This is it's like it's a family business.
Yeah. I mean, it's
I'm just telling for the folks out
my
there.
dad was got on the trading floor somewhere around 1957.
It's OG stuff. That's so cool.
Oh yeah, Johnny's OG for sure. And then Eddie's a fast follow. Eddie, are you first gen in your family to be on in the trading world?
No, my sister was she got me on the trading floor. She was filling the S&Ps.
No kidding.
And then after that, she started working for Marty Schwartz, who's got that book out, The Pitbull. She's mentioned in the book a few times. If anybody's got that book, her name's Debbie. But she got me on the floor.
Awesome. Me blowing out of $30,000 trading accounts got me on the floor because I wanted to continue trading. And the only way for me to do that was to go to a prop firm and do the exact same trading combine as you're doing, as everybody here is doing or has passed and is getting funded. I've done both of those steps in 2002.
Hey, what was the profit split at Cocky when you went over with them?
60-40 my way.
Okay.
And then it was $1,500 a month for a desk fee.
Desk
now,
fees?
guys, you have to make $1,500 a month.
You're
before
down. You start the month down $1,500.
start the month down. So when everybody complains, they're like, "Oh, I gotta pay 49 or even data fees." They're like, "I gotta pay $120." I'm like, "That's what we have to pay." Like
That's free.
Yeah,
consider that free.
Futures is definitely more expensive to trade. Definitely more expensive. You can go trade Forex, but as Dolby Time said in here, Forex traders buy cars, futures traders buy houses.
When I was working at a fairly big place, the desk fees were $10K and the split was like 30-70.
What? Man, that's a chop shop.
There was a lot of other stuff, a lot of overhead at a place like that.
Is that what they told you? A lot of overhead.
I hope so.
Yeah, that's a chop shop. That's
They were paying like $50 million a year for internet, I think.
I was okay. Yeah, direct access for sure. It's peaking to the downside here, John. S&Ps,
Yeah.
but still in the same range.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really not focused today on getting in this market, but it was a great opportunity when we came back up to this low volume node, bottom of the opening range. Opening range remains the high that limited the risk.
Yeah.
I'm scattered here this morning, so I'm not on my A game, so I haven't done anything yet.
There hasn't been a big imbalance. There hasn't been a big tilt. I mean, I don't really know. We're not really missing too much.
I agree.
Hey, shout out to Market Stalkers. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Market Stalkers in the house.
What we got, man?
And like Hoop says, nothing like the floor. There was nothing like the trading floor.
No.
It was a completely different world.
Let's see that.
Hey, I want to give a prop to my friend that I went down to his concert. So can you put me main screen? Because I'm going to do a screenshot of him, or of me, of the shirt that I bought merch.
Oh.
From his thing. So I
Mm-hmm.
want to give it. Hey, is anybody here from Mexico? Anybody Mexican that knows Celeste, the band Celeste? They had thousands of people. He's in the band. So this is his shirt. Let's see if I
stand up. There you go.
Put your chest out like a Care Bear, Michael.
Yeah, right.
Show and tell today.
See, I could tell it, Tubby.
Yeah. Wow.
What is it? I mean,
What kind of music do they play?
I don't know. It's kind of hip hoppy, not hip hoppy. It's kind of rock. I don't know.
70s disco.
Oh yeah.
What is that an image of? Just
Mexico
abstract?
house.
Oh, they have abstract stuff playing in the background. The lead singer, she's very attractive. She does her little, like she's at a Coachella concert.
Show us.
Yeah,
I think you did. That was good. James, cut that as a GIF.
That's dope.
Thanks, guys. He'll like that.
That's very nice of you.
Market Stalker says if ES accepts value, we may go lower for the value acceptance. Thank you.
So we're looking
Thank you, D.
Yeah, I see that. We need to push though. Yesterday, same thing. Just when we thought we were going to go lower, the buyers came in.
All right, in about a minute here. Well, let's see here real quick.
What we
here.
got?
We've got Fed Collins is going to be speaking and freaking.
Yeah.
Come on, say something.
D, the NASDAQ already traded a low value from yesterday. I'd say it's probably a pretty good chance.
Eddie's bong. Yeah, that's probably what was going on at the concert.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
It's
I
Friday.
passed him out in the parking lot. Just opened my trunk up, and here you go. Here you go. Enjoy. Here you go.
No, not you, Eddie Bong. There's a username in here. Not
There is a
you.
username, Eddie.
You know what? I went to a concert. UC Pavilion, and it was a Jerry Garcia Frank Zappa concert.
Ooh.
Cool.
And I honestly had about a 6-foot bong. I mean, no idea where it came. I swear to God, I'm like, where the hell did this come from? Stick it, man. Okay. And then passed it on. And that's the last I saw of it. I'll never forget that. Like, how the hell did you get this in here? I don't know. It's not mine. So,
What are you, a cop?
Yeah.
no, I tell you, I mean, people were smoking all over the place. And this was years ago. My God, in my 20s. I was back in the 18th century.
That's right there. That's the tricky part of getting short right there.
Oh, well, that was a great short up there, the 77s.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I said I was going to let it run, but I didn't too much.
Hey, Daniel's asking, any of us watch any VWAP? Any of you guys watch VWAP?
It's on our chart here.
On the
So,
charts,
yeah, I
yeah.
mean, we do take notice of it.
There you go.
I watch the movie Floored from time to time. Wish I could have gone in the pits. No, yeah, Nathan, it was the real deal.
Deanna says there's also a daily supply on ES with a couple days of sideways movement. It would support the idea of value acceptance, but if it can't close below the value high, the second scenario of the continued move upside.
Up and side and Z's.
Like that.
Yeah, see, now we're starting to see our buyers are getting more aggressive here.
They are. It's tricky right now.
We're up to 9,000 in positive delta.
Hey, Ghost, I think you missed a good trade. If you got distracted, that would have been a tough short to get into because I think you'd be taking heat right now. So maybe that distraction is good.
Well, I got stopped out. I'm flat for the week.
There you go. That's okay. Second best trading week's a scratch.
How's gold looking? How's gold looking this week, Eddie?
You know, I yesterday I had a nice trade, and like me and John, we both fat fingered it. Basically a scratch yesterday with a stupid mistake. Today I didn't want to trade. I didn't
Eddie,
want to
fat
trade.
finger. Explain it. It's just so people.
Yeah, what's a
Fat finger is. Here's the thing. You know, I had a nice trade. I think I had $380, $360. For some reason, I put on a trade I didn't know I had. Accidentally clicking a button. I didn't check, and I went back to the YouTube chat. See, that's the thing too. I mean, you really got to pay attention. If you are doing, let's just say you've got a trade on, you fill your trade, and all of a sudden you got to let the dog out, or you've got a hot pocket in the microwave, or whatever. Check your trades. Check it once, check it twice, triple check it. And make sure that you don't have a position on. And I tell you that triple check, if you do it 3 times, my dad told me this. You know, he said, okay, check it once. Okay, check it twice, check it 3 times. And then you're not going to be in the other room going, oh, did I get out of that? You're going to know you did it. Right. And I didn't do that. And when I came back, I had a position on, I'm like, SOB. There it goes. So today I didn't want to trade, but I wanted to join you guys, man. I wanted to join the party here.
Always, man. Always.
So,
it's a fat finger. It's an error trade. So it's a mistake.
It's an error trade.
Sucks.
Right. And if you do fat finger something, you know what? Get out of it right away.
Agreed.
Don't cross your fingers and say, maybe it might go my way. It might go my way.
Never become the accidental trader.
Do not. It never works out in the long run. All right, we're ripping higher. Is she saying something, Collins?
I'm checking here. Collins said the data is very noisy right now, so shut up.
Noisy.
There's been a promising inflation news. The economy is rebalancing.
Yep.
And yeah. And Joan Collins, no, it's not. Phil Collins said,
yes.
You ever see Phil Collins' last concert on YouTube? He's like sitting in a chair the whole concert. That's pretty sad.
I wouldn't take additional firming off the table.
That's it.
That's the one.
Yeah, but wouldn't that take us to blow?
You know, that's bearish, right?
Right.
I mean, it is. It's not. We haven't firmed up.
It's an opposite day.
We got sideways action since Wednesday, and now we got this ironic conversation that's happening right now.
What's she saying that
We
for?
got Goolsby and Collins talking right now.
They're talking hawkish, right? They're hawkish right now, right?
Okay.
A little
They're both
bit.
talking right now.
A little bit.
Don't want to overreact.
It's a little.
Don't want to take additional firming off the table. Don't want to get over.
Go ahead. I mean, if you got it, go ahead and read it.
No, I'm just reading what's off the what's up. Excuse me, CNBC right now. Whatever you got, let it rip. I'm just trying to understand
seeing
what the
some
hell they're talking about.
moderation. Seeing some moderation. What was that?
I get that financial. Johnny set me up with that one. Too soon to declare victory over high inflation. Collins said the Fed is positioned to be patient. Yeah, my ass. Collins calls the latest CPI data promising.
Okay, for you.
Yeah. Remember Eddie used to play. Eddie used to play. And this is before we
go on the trading floor.
Yeah, before they used to play that too. Yeah,
they did.
Yeah, they did. Eddie used to play. This is before we were on YouTube on Squawk Radio. Dun, 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 dun. This is every time FOMC like Fed was going to announce. We get the Empire was like
The
it
Empire,
was
right.
hilarious.
But
Michael,
the thing
you
is,
thought
now
I
that we're
was-
on YouTube, I don't want us to get
Yeah.
caught with our
I was
pants
going to
down.
say, Michael, if you thought I was afraid of Roger Goodell yesterday with the NFL footage,
Oh, yeah.
if you try and play something from George Lucas, I am going to.
Oh boy.
Can I do what I just did right there? Or
Oh,
is
yeah,
that
yeah. No, you can.
we'll
read
fight
the
that
script
to
to the whole movie. I don't care. But
we'll fight that to the Supreme Court as freedom of speech right there.
Disney heard that melody. I'm just humming your tune, George. Relax, man.
The Devo cut, freedom of speech. Colin says we need to watch rent inflation in particular.
Is that moving higher? I mean, you
We're
guys
moving
chime in.
higher. We're moving higher. So
I know we are. NASDAQ is firming up
Smooth-
a bit, but it's
smooth.
rent moving
Oh.
higher. Andre, how about your neighbor? You walk around, you see the signs. They put the price on there. I mean, that is the price. Like that's the market.
it is the market.
Still 1,000 a room.
It's neighborhood, more or less. Yeah, it's neighborhood centric though. It depends on obviously location. But yeah, rents continue to go higher, at least in the city. Hell, what's rent out by you? I can only imagine.
Oh God.
Zach
Oh,
is
speaking of-
asking, without digital charts, what kind of strategies were you able to use on the floor?
Good question. What? Yeah.
It would be
A lot of
levels.
traders never even looked at charts.
They were getting boned up by orders from the broker standing next to them.
Oh, that
It
was
was
part of
usually
it.
levels.
That was part of it.
Uh-huh.
Some people on the trading floor would take the time out, figure out certain levels of importance, and then they'd sell that. And there'd be like a few people that you'd know, this guy's real good, or you know what, this guy's been it's like hot and cold. Who's been hot? Joe's been hot, man. Well, Joe, here, I'll take your levels for a week, and that's how it was. I mean, some people,
Yeah.
were really hot, some people
You're
weren't.
right. You'd come in at
What
it.
do you
You'd come,
mean?
even
What
if you
does that
came in
mean?
late, you'd come in late, and people would have it right here and be like, "Hey, can I see your levels?" And they'd be trading. They'd look at you, be like, hand you their thing, and you see the levels. It was levels. That's all it was. And then
That's all
how
it
to
was,
trade it
levels.
around the levels.
Yeah.
And the more people that are looking at the same levels, the more the trades will go in your favor, correct?
I don't know.
Is that the thought process there? I mean, why would you share your secret levels?
JS services. Do you guys use them? I don't know, Andre. I don't think it was. I think it was.
Right. Well, that brings back up. That's a
Jeez.
flashback. Remember, we used to have him on every week.
Yeah. I don't know if
on
he's
Squawk Radio.
His levels were incredible. They're good. And then he'd kind of, and we were, I mean, it wasn't like nobody, you should never do any indicator as the holy grail of anything, but it's always good. I mean, you need information to trade. So where are you going to get it?
I mean, those are really, and he had a method behind the madness that was like, wow. It was almost magic when he was on.
Hey, Andre, speaking of rent,
Yeah.
I just got 2 free lift passes from the Aspen Ski Company
How about that?
for renting out our condo here to ski instructors that are from Argentina. So if you rent out to employees of Aspen Ski Co., which owns the 4 mountains here in Aspen, and you house their employees, they give
Chicago
you free
company.
lift. Pritzkers, right?
Yeah.
Crowns.
Yeah, you got
Guys,
your
are
two.
we short-minded today?
I saw that comment. Yeah, I'm a
We
short-term
short-minded.
trader, so I'm short-minded.
Raul says, why are you guys short-minded today?
What's that mean?
Sell side, I mean. I'm long off the lows based on the very flat anchored VWAP slope and long off the 2 diversion, the STDV. I got that acronym wrong. It's a sideways day.
Yes, it is. So play the ranges then, for sure.
So far.
Nothing wrong with that.
We're short-minded.
Oh, short-minded, like down bearish. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant time frame.
Nobody's
be
in a
my fault.
position, DC.
Oh, we got a lot of Argentinian traders here. Yeah, guys, 5 folks from Argentina. Cool cats, Nico.
They lost yesterday to Uruguay.
Yeah. You know what is with bullshit? Like, they're on the condo. They stayed in there last year. They do it for the season. They're cool cats. I love helping skiing anybody out. But like, remember when the World Cup happened and Argentina won? they put the flag on the outside of the roof or of the deck on a condo building, and I get a call from the condo association being like, "Get that down. We're going to find you." I'm like, "Dude, they won last night." I'm like, "No." I go, "No. These guys are from Argentina. We're going to let them sit up here and let me know when you give me a written notice."
Doing the Dana White, huh?
Yeah, that's when the fines start. I'm like, "No. These guys they just won. 5 of them are in there. They're cool cats, and they won the World Cup last night." Well, we got people complaining.
They ruled soccer for the longest time.
They're the best.
Argentina,
They're the best player ever.
You know, a badass. Yeah, they got it done. Like to shout out to an OG from the Squawk Radio, Richard Grissom. Gris, what's up, my friend? You mentioned JS, and he said, "I remember that."
Yeah, Chris, what's up?
Hey, we got time for some news, Jack. Jack, you got some goodies for us, don't you?
It is.
Yeah, we have some goodies. We can throw them out here right now.
Okay, what do you got?
All right. First thing here, just wanted to put the continuous jobless claims from yesterday into context of what it looks like in a normal state versus when we have recessions. You'll notice there that COVID gets completely cut off by the top of this because that was wild. But they've been increasing, highest in 2 years, I believe, at this point. So something to keep an eye on. But something more to keep an eye on, Eddie, I think we mentioned earlier, is that Snoop Dogg says he quit smoking yesterday.
Get out of here.
Now, I'm going to pull an MP here.
Really?
I'm going to pull an MP here. I want a poll.
Oh.
Do it.
Yeah.
Is this part of a marketing campaign that will go during the Super Bowl?
Great question.
Yeah, I was talking with him
1000%.
yesterday.
Great question.
On the CB. We're using CBs now, so the feds can't trace us.
Well, give up what smoke? Like
What smoke?
You know what Smokey's like.
He's totally coming out with like a line of edibles or something.
100%.
Oh, this is definitely there's an angle to this.
Thinking it's all Please respect my privacy at this time. If he comes out with something later,
this is
it's like too set up. It's like you tugged at our heartstrings for a second, and then you come out with some new product.
Well, maybe something's up there, but I don't know. I got him here.
Yep, chat saying it's a setup for edibles. Good call.
Yeah.
I got myself a combine, a Topstep trading combine. I listen to the traders, the Topstep TV traders, and learning every day with the knowledge that they say. Soon I will be requesting my very own payday. Snoop Dogg.
Yes.
Yeah, he did that for me last night.
You were one of the most creative guys I know, Eddie.
Sounds like Snoop's still smoking after that.
To the people who, by the way, say that he might be sick or something, I don't think you announce it that way.
No.
I think with that privacy thing, there might be some sickness there.
I think Martha Stewart made him do it.
They're buddies.
We do have one more too.
Keep them coming.
My favorite person on Twitter is Ice-T, man. Ice-T is the realest person on Twitter. Personal story: I got hooked on a phone game app. One, you end up paying for progression, fighting zombies and shit. I'm not going to say how much money I put into it, but when I finally hit delete app button, it was like kicking crack, shaking my head.
Fighting zombies and shit.
You gotta love Ice-T.
Keeps it real. At least he admits
Back
it.
in the day, man, that was they had some good tunes. Body Bag. That was one of my favorites.
Fighting zombies and shit.
It's true, man. I tell you, I play a game called Animation Throwdown, and it's got like Family Guy, Bob's Burger, Futurama, and it's like, man, it's just too fun to play.
All right.
And you spend money. I mean, it's like crack. It's addictive. Not to say that I do crack, but it's like food and oxygen. It's addictive.
They know what they're doing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just like this market, but this market doesn't. What do you think, Michael? We got nothing going, right?
No. 50-50 on the board. Pretty balanced market. Few days of sideways action gets everybody I don't know.
Let's talk about that then. So Friday, sideways chop. You're not trying to chase your losses. Essentially, so say you're down coming into a Friday like today, and you got this market. I mean, are you just calling it a week then? Or are you gonna sit here and grind it out till it closes?
I mean, real traders know that Friday. We say it all the time. If you're trading Friday afternoon, You haven't been in. You haven't either been whipsawed enough, slapped enough, or you're haven't been in the game long enough.
Right. Okay, but what if you're say coming into today you're down money. Say you're down $1,500 and this market's trading like this. Are you?
Ooh, yeah, you could double that real quick.
You could double it. You walk. Yeah, I mean,
it's hard to walk, guys.
It's hard to walk. But this market's not very great right now. So you gotta. What do? You sit on your hands or put your hands on your butt, like John said. Right? I don't know. Like you gotta just.
I was trying to say sit on my hands. But
I know what you meant. I love it though.
Yeah, be careful.
100%. I think if look, there's so many things that you have variables of trading. There's account management, risk management, psychological, emotional management, and then there's just like time of the day management
too.
That you are in your sweet spot. I mean, that's 4 huge things. Yeah. Your bad habits you got to overcome. You just like it's tough, but it's still the greatest endeavor, in my opinion. Whether you're doing it part-time or full-time, it's one of the most fun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Having this community, Topstep TV, like this makes it a lot easier to sit on your hands. If you're solo, I mean, you're trying to buy this. I mean, you're trying to get along the lows down here all day. You're getting stopped out, trying to go. It's this helped a lot. It's helped for everyone's trading, I think.
Ben's up. Joel was down. Now he's up 150. Joel sounds like your day was like my day because down then up, which is nice. That's a pretty good day. I'm calling it a day at 50. Don't Adam Martin. No LOL after that. That's good. That is awesome trading. Why? Because you're training yourself to be disciplined and calling it a day. That strengthens your discipline muscle. It also dilutes the power of FOMO, and you're ending the day with the second best trading day. So Adam, I commend you. That's very cool.
Well done.
Up 190. Enjoy your hermit. Look at it. Was up, then down, now up. There you go. Up. So, Geed, was it G deep E or something? Sorry if I'm butchering this. Was up, then down, now up. Okay, Hogue.
Call it.
And Eddie, or Hogan and Andre. I got to ask you guys a question. If you were up, then you were down, and you were back up, and it's Friday, what do you do?
I'll let Johnny take this one.
Or you were down, now you're up. Like the reason why I'm saying this is because like when you get to that volatility of like down, up, you can get to a point where your probability is what for the day?
If I'm down and I get up on the day on a Friday,
yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Shut it down, McNasty says. I'm out.
I'm skipping off. I'm skipping away from the computer after that too.
Yeah, our watch the viewer right now should drop by 1,000 if you guys are disciplined.
Wait a minute, hold on. Come hang out with us for a little bit.
Oh yeah, to keep it on, I guess. Yeah,
we're still watching the markets. All the while we're talking, on the corner of our eyes, I got the markets.
Yeah. But I mean, like, you do want to enjoy.
We should be short.
We should be.
Yep.
Andre, I'm not getting short. I'm not getting short this spot.
Yes,
I do like.
I'm looking for good trade location, and we got pretty close to it, but
Johnny's the
Nasdaq's already traded to the other side of value from yesterday, and that's what D was talking about. You know, we accept value in the S&Ps; it should trade to the other side of value, which is down here, 4508 area.
I remember that price from yesterday.
Already traded down there.
Okay, there's a Jason Whitman. I'm hanging out, but my charts are off. That's good discipline because you watch the charts, guys. You can start to perceive anything. It's setting up. It's doing this. I know I do. All right, John, your shorts are looking. If you had shorts on, are looking good. I don't know, but I wouldn't get in that entry because it's. I don't know.
S&P's starting to grow along the bias here.
Here's what I'm looking at. I mean. You know, as long as the opening range is the high of the day, I'm looking for shorts. B period, the second 30-minute period, came up right to the middle of it. C period just opened up and left the opening range. We still have positive delta. We're inside the range from yesterday. Value low is down here. You know, that's what I'm looking at. But here I sit brokenhearted, came to trade and only charted.
Uh-huh.
I mean, gotta find the right entry then. What do we got here? Tilt showing anything? 64% long, 65% long S&Ps.
Hey, no code dad, where you at? Been snowboarding in your front yard?
He's Alaska.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I
It's early
forgot.
there.
We were talking about the Arctic Gates, I think, at one point. Hell yeah. I just bought new skis yesterday. Armadas.
I remember when skis were like Olin, Hart,
Yeah,
Rosignol.
Rosignol, yep.
Rosignol.
Wildly solid.
I had Olin Mark IIs, the red ones. They were good skis.
Let's see, you were an X Games bro back in the day, Johnny. Skateboard.
He was.
That was X Game before X Game.
Before X Games. You were before it was cool.
Yeah, weren't you a good skateboarder?
Yeah, I was a sponsored skateboarder.
Kickflips and all that.
It boggles my mind.
So awesome.
I still have one of my skateboards. I use it to move stuff around in the crawl space.
Oh yes, your dolly.
It's my dolly.
I mean, that you go from a sponsored skateboard, and then now you're just moving around in the attic. You're just like the guy who hung up the cleats.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, uses it. Yeah.
You ever see what they're doing here in this Nitro Circus? These guys with the BMX bikes, skateboards, and
Oh, it's
stuff.
insane.
Outrageous.
29 Stumps has vocal. Same. Best
Is that like the triple flip, double axle, can stuff?
My God.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, like, when I was young, and me and Hogue were young, and I think Evel Knievel, I loved Evel Knievel. And if you don't know who Evel Knievel is, Google it. I mean, he jumped cars, trucks, and everything. But nowadays, I mean, what they're doing with these lighter bikes, I mean, they're jumping the same distance, but they're flipping upside down and twisting around and landing and not crashing. I mean, it's incredible what they can do, and I tell you, the goons they have to do it.
Right.
Crazy
Oh,
stuff.
in one of these trading competitions, when we're dishing out what the punishments are or prizes, you got to like try an ollie or like to take
Oh God.
take a short rail.
Oh, I guarantee you, I can still do like a 360. I mean, we didn't even do ollies back then.
Yeah, John. No, I mean, like, come on.
we need you here, man.
Go. Come on, man. Probability wise, come on.
I'm not gonna hurt myself. But I was riding a skateboard around the office like 4 or 5 years ago, right?
I remember that. Yeah, we had one in the office. So we got a lot of guys talking about skis in here, Andre.
I saw a vocal gang. A lot of vocals in there. I like to see that.
Phil and Frog had a Knievel lunchbox in grade school. Well, that thing's probably worth $100 right now if you got the thermos with
We're
it.
still talking about this interview.
Got any cattle traders in here? Where are you at on the?
Yeah, let's check out the cattle trade. What they got?
Okay, so
Oh, John, you got a
They're
friend
talking
now.
to each other. The mating call.
that's a mini call. Yeah, what the
I have lots of useless talents.
What's the song? Moo Moo, I Love You. Do this one.
How many likes to get hug on a skateboard?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, that's a good call. Hogue, can you get on a skateboard this weekend and have your wife video it, and then we'll pop the video in here? Because 360, put a bunch of pillows around out in the front yard. Or front.
We want a part 2 of you in the hospital, God forbid.
Yeah, will you guys pay for my
Traction.
No.
If you do it, if you get on it, please video it, and then we'll pop it on here.
Donna would be like, "Yeah, there's no way I'm recording you doing this."
Is it just because she doesn't want to?
She's an
I bet you
accomplice.
Luke would. Luke could record it. It'll be viral. Here's my dad breaking his hip.
Okay, so we do have a cattle trader. Hey, Palmetto, yeah, Trace by Matt got us going on cattle, and you were the guys in Discord talking about it, and you took 400 out of the trade. The other guy took 2,500. Jiminy Christmas! All right, Stetson hat, put it on pre-order. Whoever gets funded first on cattle.
You used to do that on the trading floor.
You used to do that on the trading floor.
And
It's really loud.
I would hear it across the trading floor with 5,000 people. I mean, who the hell is that?
Mm-hmm.
And you'd hear it every once in a while. And then he did it, and I'm like, dude, you're the guy that
It
does
was
that.
you.
It was you with the moo.
Oh yeah, first payout. Sorry, should be first payout for cattle.
Oh, I mean, if it's just a hat, I just
Oh, okay. No, then it's first person that passes. Yeah, sorry,
first
Jack.
person passes, but just so we're on the same page, I think some people were speaking with some bluster there yesterday because I said email me and no one's emailed me. So
Everybody just let's go.
a better bullshitter than bull rider in the chat.
Hey, Jack.
Hey,
Yes, that was funny.
okay, guys.
Chris wants Hogue to do the skateboard in one of those inflatable samurai suits.
I'm down for that.
You wouldn't get hurt. No, yeah, you'd be fine.
I'm like,
That's funny.
fine.
I would see that. I would like to see that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, guys. So those that are sitting here being like, you're not taking shit serious,
Dude, we are taking it serious.
Nobody
We're not
said that.
trading because this market's,
Yeah, nobody said that, Andre. I'm just trying to
my bad.
put myself in somebody else's shoes if I'm paying attention. I just tuned in and be like, this is trading.
Yeah, it's part of it.
But the markets are, I mean, I'd be trading right now if I wasn't with you guys. I would have been getting short, getting long, spin cycle.
I mean, just look at the S&Ps. There's got to be some longs getting down here. And
This is very
We
balanced.
still have positive delta. There
That's
are
the
longs in here.
So the longs are in here. They're kind of a little nervous, aren't they? I mean, we
that's what
sold
I'm
off.
thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Yes.
I would be.
We're consolidated down. We haven't came back up to settlement.
Left field getting a
Return-
little heavy on S&Ps.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, we've got 2,800 people watching in here today and listening. And if you like what's going on, we would appreciate it. I know that we're having some fun here on a Friday, and that's what we usually would do on the trading floor. But hit that like button if you could, please. We would appreciate it. If you like what's going on here, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Please do so. Right now, we're looking at 42,500-ish. As far as subscribers, be one of the smart people.
Hey, we got some Top Step X questions and some people kind of upset with whatever platform you're on that's doing whatever it's doing.
Dude, we should do the Top Step X games.
Oh, Johnny.
That would be fun. What is that? Trading 100 lots against each other?
It's trading the Top Step X.
Trading on your phone while you're skateboarding.
Yeah, there you go. Trading on
That's
Top
what
Step
Mario
X. Hey, Daniel, if you're listening, that's a great marketing thing. Top Step X challenge. It's called the X Games. Trade on a skateboard with one hand and ollie with another or something.
Versus the guy that cuts his lawn while trading on a phone.
Yeah.
So you'd have him versus our skateboarder.
Right. Okay. Sign up for Top Step X. Hoping for me. Okay. So Cody, if you signed up, we have thousands on the wait list, and we have already passed 1,000 that are on it, and we're getting great feedback. We do get every now and then, well, this does that, this does that. So every time we do get a this does that feedback, we put it in and we fix it like literally within a week because it's web-based and we can do that. You don't have to do it. So we are going to keep opening it up. So if you're on the wait list, you will get an email invite, most likely, because we paused the wait list. We shut it off because there's quite a few people. We didn't want you waiting. So we're going to really open the floodgates on the wait list really after Thanksgiving, but it's going to still keep happening each business day. And getting a lot of great feedback, as you guys saw there. It's very clean. Hey, it's getting a little heavy right now. Long buys. Here's these longs that could be getting. I'm not doing anything yet, but it's a little. 63% is a little tilty. They're both.
We need to see more. We need to see more than that, right?
Yeah. But I still think that's such a quiet day.
Yeah.
But so top.
Could be heavy.
We're right in the middle of the range, too. So.
We are.
I'm switching to TopStep X. I'll be using CTS as my account, live account. So I'll be trading live on it. Just got to connect it to a brokerage. So that's exciting. So they're finishing up that live connection. They're taking every feedback and the common themed feedback, unless it's a bug. Bugs get prioritized. That's all getting done. So then when we open it up, last thing we want is a bunch of people being like, it sucks. And we got that as a first feedback on Trustpilot or something like that.
Yeah.
So
I got a question here for you, Michael. Hey, question. What if we've got 3 funded accounts and we received that email to try TopStep X?
Mm-hmm.
Do we start a new combine, or does one of the funded accounts get changed to the TopStep X platform?
TopStep X will be only for folks starting in a trading combine, and it is free. It is free for all the folks when you get a waitlist invite, and you still have the opportunity to get funded. We have somebody right now, a few of them, a good handful or more, already at the funded level. One's already up 10 grand, I believe. So, it's a couple weeks ago, we opened it up. So people are liking it. It's clean. Got Topstep TV within it. Bracket orders. You got a copy trade. You got
It's pretty clean.
Risk management kind of settings that you can put on it. Oh, it has the tilt.
It does
It
have
has
a tilt.
tilt. And Mike,
Yes,
how
Topstep
much are
TV?
commissions?
Oh, Eddie, come on, commissions. We threw those out the door when we
Door, mofo.
when Robin Hood started with Trend.
Nice
Yeah.
setup there.
There's no commissions. They're like, well, I still got charged. Everybody, again, futures trading costs money. Clearing fees. That is CME, a real regulated clearing firm. I mean, it's like $1.20 a side, and you're like, that's a lot of money. Well, that's what they charge. We just pass it through. NFA fees are like 50 cents or 5 cents or 10 cents, whatever it is. Those two things will always be in the evaluation and always be at the funded level, and they'll always be debited from your live statements. But you won't have commissions. There's not that added number. 66% now.
Yeah, but long.
Long. Which the short continuation makes sense.
Oh, 66 on S&Ps. Yeah.
God damn it.
Let's see if it grows. Left field, a little heavy.
I just sold it in the hole on a stupid little
Yeah, I know. I'm itching too.
impulsive, stupid move.
Ask.
Yeah, I could file
Is this
mine
in my
on the
best
too
interest?
today.
Is this in my best interest before you do it?
I didn't even have time to think like that. I'm just like, oh, it's moving.
That might have kept you from doing that.
It would have. I impulse trade. I'm like, oh, it's going, because I'm like expecting the market to do something.
Right?
Yeah, I'm expecting them, and I got out of it fairly quickly. I would have lost my whole day on that stupid move, because I'm like, subconscious, I'm like, it's going because it's been so quiet. It doesn't have to do anything.
This market might be exhausted from the week.
And you would think, well, yeah, I guess Wednesday was a big, yeah.
Yeah. What we got here?
There's been a lot of questions about how can I provide feedback. Brando says, how do we provide feedback on the TopStep X platform? Loving the new platform. Check the email that initially was sent to you. I do believe there is a response there for it, so check that. If not, can we post the email link where we can?
Thank you, Eddie.
If you don't have it, that's why we've put it out there.
Yep.
We want our friends and traders to check it out. Let us know. Let us know.
Come on.
Did you get in?
No, I think some data's frozen on. You know what? It's probably like
It's just not moving. I don't think it's changing that much.
I think there's an API. Maybe it's. Yes, sirree.
If you are on the wait list and you have not gotten a call, like Michael said, we're going to open it back up. You got to remember, I think what was our total? Like 7,000 people wanted to try it, if not more.
Wow.
So, we can only open it up for so many at a certain time. So if you were in that initial first week of getting in line. I mean, I don't think we've even got through that. So be patient, like a good trader should be.
Boy, are we ever today? I'm trying to think. I mean, yeah. Is the tilt frozen, Michael?
I believe so.
All right, we'll get on that.
Now the question is, are you guys having issues with your platform? If you are, just throw it in here. Because I wonder, because there's APIs and all that back end stuff that could be.
If you're trading at Topstep X, and you do get a situation, try to just reload it. Just restart it again. I've had a couple of those, and I just restarted it, and it was fine moving forward. So just give it a restart and see if that helps before you start contacting support and so forth.
Cattle's breaking out, Hope.
We're hearing with the tilt, the whole feedback we're getting that the Topstep X, the tilt is incredible to have in the corner. I'm not pumping this. I'm just letting you guys know it's a very different data set that is only available in the planet. Like I'm telling you, in the planet, real-time biases of traders that are all motivated to be correct. This isn't just like willy-nilly. I don't even think it takes into consideration practice accounts.
Yep, everyone's incentivized to be right. That's for damn sure.
Man, how else do you get that data? The only way to get that data is a sim environment. That data is extremely valuable because it is all of our opinions at that exact moment in time. And then what does the market do? And then when it tilts, what does the market do?
Exactly. How are we going to... Can we trade sideways all day?
Well, the reason I think that might be behind that, obviously we don't have any big numbers today, but what we do got is a lot of speakers.
What else do we have coming?
I think it's,
We got more on the way, Eddie?
I'm looking right now here as far as that goes. Here we've got Atlanta Fed. That's going to be in 50 minutes. We've also got our Baker Hughes.
The rig count.
Yeah. Dusty Baker, Howard Hughes oil rig count. And I think that's going to be it. And we'll be done by the time, But we had a lot I guess this week. We had a ton of them.
I think I heard 25 was the count. 25 different speeches this week.
Hey, speaking of Topstep X, we've got a pretty cool video. The markets are whatever right now, so I got nothing to say about them at this moment in time. Fiddling in the middle on this consolidation after a little bit of a sell-off in the morning, so now it's consolidating. But share the video. It's kind of cool. It's not kind of cool. It's very cool. Topstep X, how we have this kind of like layout. You can do the layouts. We're going to have themed layouts, maybe Hogue layout. I told them I wanted a golden chariot layout where I wanted a color of like all gold, the trim around there, just because I thought it'd be fun.
Okay, Ben-Hur.
Yeah, I know. That's what it was just a stupid thing. When I saw layouts, I'm like, I want like that because you can do different colors. So as you can see, you can change certain things. There's a chart he's going to change to. What is that area? This one is. I don't know the names of these. There's the ladder, the dome. There's moving your orders. There's moving your orders on the screen. See that? So they all, and then you're going to have tilt in there. I don't know if it has that, but you see at the very top, your balance, your max loss limit, your realized P&L at the very top, your unrealized P&L, and your daily loss limit. You will be able to set a personal loss limit so that DLL at the very, very top will be changed to your personal loss limit.
Hey guys, we've got a Topstep X platform video.
I just already did it, Eddie.
I'm sorry?
I just already did it.
You did it already? When?
Oh, yeah.
I was on screen.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
hey, go, put it back on snooze.
We'll do it again. Let's do it one more time.
That way, yeah, Eddie, you go. This time, Eddie does it. Start it all over. Eddie, let's see. You guys say who did it better. That's what we're gonna do. A poll. Go.
I'm answering questions. I'm in Slack.
All good.
You know, I'm spinning plates over here. So sorry about that.
It's pretty clean though.
All right, let's do hot streaks. All right.
Let's do hot streak.
Yeah, there we go.
Got the shit. Let's go to hot streaks. All right. My bad. Here we go. Hot streaks. Come on.
And
Massimiliano.
And hot streaks.
he's okay. I'm glad people are cruising up behind him, Eddie.
All right, there you go.
He's gotta start taking some heat on that streak right there.
There we go. Jesus.
Jack, who are the new names? Are there any new names on this, Jack? I can't.
No.
They're not.
No,
These are all the usual suspects. I gotcha.
Massimiliano 27 still. We got to pull that off the top there. Somebody is on vacation. Eric S. I'm sorry, Jack. What?
We're gonna put Massimiliano in timeout until he's at 28.
He's just taking a knee on the.
Yeah, taking a knee at the 1 yard line.
Taking a knee on the 1 yard line.
Run the clock out on you boys.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, Thomas E. 24. I think Thomas E. is back on the list, right? We had him off
they
yesterday.
kind of explode in and out of the ether depending on when they traded and stuff like that. But yes, Thomas E. still holding strong.
All right, Carlos with 22, Kyle with 19. Good to see Kyle here again. Here
Is that Kyle?
Is that our Kyle?
No, that's a Kyle K.
Oh, Kyle. Okay. Ghost is asking what happened to Kyle. I want to know what happened to Kyle. It's hard to blow an account with $3,000 daily loss limit when you have a $100,000 account. So we'll see where that's at. Hey, Tilt is getting tilty. 70%. Now watch it, guys. It hasn't been this high in a while. Annotate it. Put a note on your.
With me?
I will at a certain point.
Yeah. See if we can get some push a little higher.
A little higher. A little extension.
Little extension.
Technically, the 85 halves is a higher volume node. If John was on here, it's a higher volume node.
Yeah.
And then it's also 83 halves is a 100 period moving average
2-1 on left field.
on a left field, and then three on a 30-minute it's 83. So the 80s to me are a nice play. But guys, it's getting kind of high, so let's watch.
Yeah, let's see how it plays out. You can see tilt in real time.
Mm-hmm. It's just an indicator. So whatever your indicator, if your indicators line up with Tilt's indicator, like my indicators are the moving averages on 30, and then John Hoagland.
Hello.
Yeah, there he is.
I'm all these long shadows at the bottom here. You know, we've already tested to the low value in the NASDAQ, which was 15,837. We're seeing a lot of rejection in these shadows at the bottom. Look at this in the S&Ps now. So what Deanna was talking about earlier was we need to show acceptance inside value.
Can you go? Is this? Oh, S&P. Sorry, go ahead.
Now this is the S&P. So value high is 4520. And we've been into it 4 times, and every time it's been rejected by the end of the bar. So we still have positive delta. We still have the opening range, the high of the day. I'm looking for a little bit of a stop run if we can take out the B high, the second 30-minute period high, to look for a short, because that's really going to trim my risk on a short here. But I'm not sure if we're going to get it. What? The only thing that doesn't have me short already is the fact that all of these long shadows at the bottom, every time it gets down into value, it gets rejected.
They're holding this market up.
Well, what I want to do is I want to look for a short above this high, and then my stop will be above, a few ticks above the high of the day. But it's not giving it to me.
No, it's not.
Give it to me.
What's that price, Johnny? Like 23s, 24s?
So the B high is 23.75.
Yeah.
The A high is 26. So if we can take out the stops that are above that B high
There are stops
and
there,
not take out the high of the day, then maybe we can start to really show some acceptance inside of value from yesterday. I mean, it's still, that C high, it was still a relatively cheap trade, but I'm being real cheap.
That's okay.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, this trade either way isn't going to make or break your week, right? This is
No.
gonna be, yeah.
No.
It's gonna be a short one. What are you doing? What are you thinking over there, Michael?
The average price of the longs is 56 in the NASDAQ.
Yeah.
It's 66% long buys.
Yep.
I have moving averages up here. I have settlement up here at the 90s to the 30 handles higher. 80s, 90s to the evens roughly.
Yeah.
And then I have an old high at 08. So really from 90, 990 to 16. Is that 16? Jeez, I can't. No, to 15. No, 15,890 to 15,910. That little gap window would be to me where I'd stay patient on.
There's got to be stops right above these prices, John.
That's what I'm looking for.
Me too. What do you think the weaker hand is right now? If you had to think about it in S&Ps, if you're the longs or the shorts?
I think because of the delta, I think it's the weaker hands of the longs.
Yeah, me too.
I know this is all setting up for a short. I agree.
It's short. It's setting up for the end of the day. Just slip.
Fall out of bed.
And then also, is there profit taking for some of these larger players that aren't long term?
Well, since Wednesday's pop, we've been range bound, and this consolidation does a lot to even inventories.
Okay, you guys, remember I just said we were pretty heavy long? See where the market's at right now? I said it when it was around 70.
Yeah, right back to the middle.
5 minutes ago.
Yep.
Use whatever indicator you want. I'm just talking about the one I'm looking at. This will be on Topstep X. It will be free for a while, and there will be a price tag on it because it is a valuable data set.
So
Longs are still in. They're starting to feel the heat.
Yeah, I know. I like those 70s up there.
Yeah, we're getting real picky with our entries. I'll tell you that.
That's fine.
Yeah, I know.
And I was just waiting for that little pop, and it just didn't come.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Right when everybody got long. You're seeing it here. We're talking it out. Can we put alerts on X? Yeah, we eventually will. Where you'll be like, hey, I want to just start dinging. I want to hear an air horn or whatever it is. when it gets to a certain number, yeah, we'll be able to do that at some point. I want it too. Is this?
It's the move. Is this the freaking move?
Is this the move of the day right here?
That was the setup of the day.
Setup of the day was up there thus far.
So
God bless it. All right, good job, Steve. Short.
We didn't take it serious. We didn't take it seriously.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
No, I'm saying we thought the range was just going to stick.
Oh, the range is still sticking.
It's true.
And it didn't even. I was looking for an extension of the range. I was being very patient, so I'm okay missing this because I would have gotten early, taking a 20 handle heat. Because if I would have gotten a 70s, I would have.
Shit, this is
gotten stopped out at 8 and 91s, and then I was just talking about 98s up to 10. So I was waiting for a little bit better entry. So I missed it. 30 handle sell off.
Should we get long down here and play the range?
So I'm checking out Kyle K.
Yeah.
Can I talk about it? I mean, I don't know.
John, if we talk about guys that are winning, we're going to talk about guys that are losing because there's the same. So yes, that sounds like he's losing.
He's got a long streak of losses running here.
How many?
Market state changed on him.
I think he plays his loss limit.
10 days.
10 days, so 30 grand. Okay.
Right.
Each one's 3, right? He doesn't move it.
Yeah.
That's the type of trader I've seen his trade reports, and then he'll pop and catch a 20 or 40 or 70 to $1,000 day.
It happened.
What I get for being cheap.
Well, folks, here's your setup for the
There's
day.
your move of the day right there. There's your move of the day.
We just took out the lower the initial balance.
Squeeze fast, Lapatina. No kidding. The longs were the weak hand. We saw the tilt get heavy. And now the stops.
Is that Lapatina from Chicago?
I don't know. I don't think it is.
I gotta grow some cojones, man.
We got sucked into the lull of the market.
Yeah.
Finally
It's
done.
so small, just I'm usually a really good loser. I was not a good loser today.
I'll just shut up.
This one's like one where you can go on your emotional tilt because you're like, damn, I've been sitting here, I've been waiting, I've been patient, and then you don't get paid for being patient because you missed it, and then you chase it, and you get a bad entry, and then you get stopped out. You've all been there before.
Nice trade. All the shorts out there. Good job.
Yeah. Whoa, Chad, 4,400.
We had all the nuances saying, you got to, except for one. You got all the nuances saying short. The opening range still the high of the day in the S&Ps. We got positive delta.
Yep.
You got a lot of stuck, weaker hand longs. The one thing that kept me from doing it was looking for a better trade location and all the rejection we were seeing inside value from yesterday. And I should have just taken the risk. The risk wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't that bad even in the spots that we could have gotten that short. But I was looking to take out those little stops above, get some weaker hand longs up there with their stops. And now there was weaker hand longs are puking. We just lost a half of our delta on that push.
Is that right? There you go.
There you go. No.
I've been short for 60 minutes, Dominic. Yeah, that's a long trade. Be short 60 minutes. You definitely take some heat.
It's all about the trade location, isn't it?
Sure is. We're waiting for those stops to go off.
Yep.
Yeah, we were waiting. And I don't even know if the stops have been built up that much. You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
I don't know. Because you got quiet, range bound, pretty balanced.
Maybe it's not a breakout like Dante.
Ryan, I'm with you. I don't think the short is over yet.
Yeah.
All right, all right, how about this? From 15,830 on the NASDAQ, 15,830, and we'll also stay 45.15 even. So put this in there on a pull, guys, pull. 45.15 even on the S&P, or 15,830 on the NASDAQ. Put those both in. Do we end higher or lower than these prices on close? Or no, just in the next hour.
I'm not saying a word.
In the next hour, are we below or above these prices? 45.15 even.
We sold.
S&P, and then NASDAQ would be roughly the same price, or roughly the same area, 15,830. 1 hour from now, are we higher or lower?
Yeah, got a lot of bears in the house.
I bet you it's 50-50. No, we're going to do poll, guys.
We'll do
You
poll.
don't even have to do it there.
I'm not saying a word.
Poll. Guys, don't waste your time. We got to get the stats,
You
the real
fire off
stats.
the question. They're going to fire off in the chat.
Well, and the whole goal is not to just say it, it's just to see the data. The data is what matters right now.
Yes, it does. Wow.
The yen is very data driven.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to
We're
get that.
doing.
Do we got anybody on the poll?
Boy,
John Jones,
1 hour.
an obvious target
What are
would
you
be
voting
where we
on?
just traded to.
I bet you it's 50-50.
which is point of control from yesterday and the trend line.
Bought it right back up.
But beyond that, 4,500, the big fat round number weekly kickoff high.
It's 15 handles
Good
lower.
target for a short.
15 handle sell off then, right? And that would be where you would, according
You had
to
to have gotten out. You'd have
Yeah,
to have covered.
If I was short and we got down there, if I had multiples, I would lighten it up.
Yeah.
All right, so
Maybe we'll get the
far,
setup again, guys. Maybe we'll get that same setup.
see how balanced we are. 54% say higher. 1 hour from now.
We had a failed downside auction.
It was failed.
In both markets, the S&P and the NASDAQ. That range extension failed
Yes.
for now.
As
Long
many,
day.
yeah. As many people want to get long, as many people want to get short. It's pretty balanced on the tilt, 50-50 pretty much all day. You guys were just saying pretty much 50-50. See how balanced we are right now on opinions? The market moves based upon people's opinion, right?
I think the market's reflecting that 50-50 sentiment right now. Yeah.
And that's why that's why we'll do these polls so everybody can be like, it's the psychological part about this, and then the actions this is psychological or not opinion, sorry.
Yeah.
Or bias. And then the actual true bias is tilt.
Correct. So you got two there. John, what was that poll they took down on the floor? What do they call it? Are you bullish?
The bullish consensus.
Bullish consensus.
One question: are you bullish grains? And they pulled, individual traders, brokers, commercials, anybody that would answer the
Clerks, runners.
poll. Probably. I mean, they all have an opinion, right? So,
Yeah.
But anytime the bullish consensus was 80% bullish, the high was close.
Yeah.
When it was 20% bullish, the low was close. When everybody's already in, it's going to change direction, and that's the game we play. It's pitting time frame against time frame. For longer time frame is getting squeezed. They're over invested, let's say, and price keeps going lower. At some point, they're going to adjust that inventory. And it's really just we're pitting short time frame against longer time frame. We all know this is a zero sum game, right? I mean, for every long there's a short.
Yeah.
How can it be true then that we're too long to rally or too short to continue to break? It's in the different time frames of the traders. Your longer time frame are nowhere near as price sensitive as your shorter time frame speculators and all that. So it's when our direct competitors, I call them competitors, when our direct time frame is the wrong way, and you see that, you got to go the other way.
Say it again. Your competitor direct. Say it again.
When our direct competitors, by direct competitors, I mean the similar traders, fee shooters, daytime day traders, retail day traders. If you catch them all one way and they don't get paid, they're going to bail. They're going to run it the other way. Just like
puke. That's
just like overnight inventory. You can see last night the market moved higher. Even before the open, the overnight inventory got nervous and they pushed price right back to settlement.
Boy, they just bought that right back up. They did not want to let that thing go lower.
Right? That's what makes me nervous about this.
I know, man. Me too. Oh, this is just wild.
It's going to pull, it's going to rally up settlement. It's going to consolidate there. And at the end of the day, it's going to fall apart. That's my hypothesis.
Is that what you vote? So you voted lower?
No, I voted higher. In an hour.
Oh, in an hour. Gotcha.
Oh, it's in an hour? Oh,
I thought it was closed.
I thought it was the close too.
Does it say close? In 1 hour.
Yeah, I should have read it closer.
Well, okay, then let's change.
It's fine.
Let's do it. Here's an hour. I don't know. Change it. Put a new one up really quick. We got enough votes. Put a new one up and say at the end of the day, at market close. Same thing at market close, and we'll see if the same thing pops up.
That flip was crazy. Sure was.
These real-time polls, guys, I love.
I mean, that's 2 hours where the market traded down into that and rejected.
We can kill this poll. I think once we get to like 500 votes, it doesn't really matter after that.
That's a good sample size.
I mean, technically, when I cheated in stat class, they always said 30. I couldn't figure out stat class to save my life.
Stats was a B, man.
I had somebody next to me like, D, you got to help me. I need help. But the average sample size, I remember, was 30 or more. Like,
Yeah,
that's
30 examples.
when they went to the bell curve and they did all this like mean and median. But now I didn't understand it. But at that time, I'm like, holy cow, that and chemistry. I was like,
Well, what do you think the profile is? It's a bell curve.
right.
It
Exactly.
really is.
All right. At the end of the day, here's a new one, guys. At the end of the day now,
Good job.
in an hour, we're all short-term firm trade. In an hour.
At the end of the day.
Okay, what about at the end of the day now? Change your mind. Change your thought process.
Which is which? Yes is lower or yes is higher?
Are we higher? Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right.
Yes or no?
I'm going to go with no is lower,
No,
yes is higher.
Yeah, now we're confused. Hey, guys, kill the poll. Put it back up. We got to get it straight. Yeah, thank you. I assumed that because you read the first word. I did the same thing. I read higher. So kill that one. Okay, here. At the end of the day. Oh, okay. Here we go. At the end of the day, are we higher or lower than 40? Yep.
Thanks, guys. You guys are the best.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. Appreciate it.
Quick.
Doing this shit on the fly.
Do we get the right poll up? Ready to go?
It's here.
Yes.
Okay.
You just woke up.
Yeah,
What? Yeah.
Higher, lower?
Make sure. I'm just making sure so I don't step in it again. Jack has got some goodies for us here now. Let's do the news pack, and then we can do yesterday's best right after that. So let's. You got a news pack for us here,
good.
Top Step news pack. Jack, what do you got?
Not even news. I just have some shopping items with Black Friday coming up. Yeah, I've been scanning Etsy for some Jerome Powell gear.
No way.
So
Vintage.
Yes.
this is a sick shirt.
Look at
I think I
that.
might get it.
I think they should make a dream team, Jack. Bernanke, Greenspan,
Yellen.
Powell, Yellen,
Oh, yeah.
Fab Five.
Mount Rushmore. Look at that
We
shirt.
also have Christmas sweaters, Burr.
Wow.
Money printer go Burr.
Shoot the money gun. I might get this also.
Shoot
And
the
then
cash
personally,
cannon.
If you need something for your desk,
Oh,
nothing better than just close the effing
Oh,
door.
there you go.
I'd actually buy that one. That's kind of
just
funny.
close the effing door.
For $21.32, Michael, it can be yours.
What's 2132 mean?
The price.
I know, but like, who comes up with those?
Oh, yeah.
Price
Yeah, what's up with that? For real.
2132. That's some guy modeling this out. I got a spreadsheet. I modeled this out. This is
Yeah,
what
that
people.
person got an A in stats.
Yeah, you're right. That's where the market marked it. That's the settlement price.
That's the settlement price. Yeah.
21.23.
Michael,
All
can I
right.
make mugs like that for the Top Step shop? Like, can I go wild and come up with some stuff?
Can you please? Like 100%.
Oh, I can.
I got to see what you got up your sleeve, Jack.
Yes.
I think we need a Top Step TV mug. That's what T-shirts. I think
There's only cut rates.
You know what's so funny? I got to throw this out there. I just got a notification, like, I don't know, about 6 or 8 months ago, maybe a year ago. I was just looking up like vintage stuff, and I clicked on a vintage bread box. It was like $35. Well, Lexi just reduced it to 20, so she's had it on there for a year. I got a notification. It's just like, it makes you have your bread box on there for a year on Facebook Marketplace, and couldn't find the price. So there's a marketplace there too. If you guys watch, it's kind of fun to see when people are moving prices.
I've got some really cool stuff off there.
Yeah, you pick them off on their lows.
I bought a Civil War cannonball off of Marketplace.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Bought some of the shots, some lead shots and stuff. And I like Civil War. That's another collection I've got, is Civil War stuff.
You can find a
Fascinating.
ton of. I know my wife is on there because you can find high-end furniture that people are just dumping because they got transferred or they're like moving out of LA or something like that, and they're yeah.
You know what's really sad is seeing. I mean, if you go on there, you can pick up a beautiful piano or a beautiful organ for nothing. I mean, the thing is, nobody wants to pay the price for it, and they put the price up there. Nobody's coming for it. Usually, it's like, you know, a relation that has passed away.
That's
And
exactly
they're
what
trying to
happened.
sell the house. And I mean, I've got that problem right now with my mom's house. I mean, I've got a Nickelodeon in the basement from turn of the century. It's been in our family forever. And then I got a baby grand upstairs, her house.
Same
And
thing
it's
happened to
like,
my brother,
I've got no
Eddie.
room here. I've got no room. Yeah.
Are you splitting it with the brothers and sisters, or you're the?
Hell no, I want nothing to do with that piano.
Oh, you have one.
Well, the thing is, I mean, I've got no room for it. The problem with the Nickelodeon is my dad built the house, and he built the house with the Nickelodeon there, and it's
Hold on. What's a Nickelodeon? I'm thinking about the show.
It's a player piano. You know, maybe I'll take some video of it and then share it here. But you'd put a nickel in, and it plays with a paper spool. You know, it looks like the keys are moving.
The cool ones.
Yeah,
those are really cool.
Like the ragtime stuff.
Exactly, and it plays all those ragtime tunes. You know, I mean, those are the only songs they had back then. So
take a couple shots, pictures of that, throw it on Marketplace, and put a big number on it. See if anybody bites. I mean, just even if you don't want to sell it, it's like fishing.
Problem is, it's so heavy.
I mean,
well, then you just say, you know, I'm not helping you. You know, put it in there, like take it out of here at your own.
Take it out in pieces. I mean, you know,
you'll find.
I don't have a place for it.
They have shows about that, Eddie, like junk pickers or whatever they're called.
Got a new reality show called Junk Pickers.
Yeah,
American Pickers or something.
Yeah, American Pickers.
Yeah.
But I tell you, you watch those shows and it's like, damn. You know, there's a lot of stuff that's got value.
Mom had a baby grand piano. We didn't end up selling it. It's nobody wants them.
Nope.
Yeah, my sister gave me hers.
Yeah, my brother got stuck with grandma and grandpa's baby grand piano. He's got $5,000 into it, restoring it. It's sitting in storage right now.
Right.
Like, what? He's like, you want it? I'm like, absolutely not.
It's only $4,000 to get it to you.
Yeah, they're still costing money every month. He's got to pay for storage. I'm like, come on.
Oh, it's in a storage. I don't get people. People love their stuff. They love their stuff. We just sold a mini storage unit in Buena Vista, and it's packed, and people just forget it, and then you get it, and like. But people store stuff that's not worth that much, and then you're paying X amount of dollars a month. That ends up being like, okay, that's depreciating, and you're paying to store it. So technically, you got these two things working against you. I don't get it. I like to liquidate.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
I find my kids, they don't attach to anything. They don't want anything. They have what they need, and that's all that they want. And I got a basement full of stuff, and we're like, do you guys want this? They're like, no.
Yep.
No. So they're, you know, people do love their stuff, but I find this younger generation, they really don't attach to stuff. It's more experiences that they really enjoy.
Which is virtual. I mean, they live in a virtual world. They want virtual things.
They'll be buying the hell out of virtual world.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's
I don't need to store this.
Can I give a shout out to Fred Decker, by the way?
Yep.
What's up, Fred?
Okay.
Fred
I got an email from Fred Decker. He was one of the winners from the quiz yesterday.
Awesome.
And he sent me an email a little while ago that said he doesn't need a reset right now. So if I want to give the code to someone else, I can.
Wow.
Hell yeah. We've always wanted to see if people would do that. That is awesome.
That's good karma, man. That's good for you. Good on you.
In honor of Fred, we'll be giving away some extra resets at Top Quiz today.
Nice.
Can Fred choose today? Can Fred choose the person in here that they want to? I mean, because like it's like handing somebody I don't know, something nice, and then Fred will give it to that person. I mean, how do you want to hand this off?
It's a little tough because I don't know their email. It's tough to get them. I get their emails when they sign up for the quiz. In YouTube, I don't really know who the people are.
Well, Dapper's already tried to get ahead. Dapper Doc because Fred is a legend. So Fred, there you got one candidate to give it away to.
Bowing down to Fred.
However you do that.
That's awesome.
That's what a guy, Fred.
Yeah,
This
Fred.
community, man. This community's the best. It really is.
If he wants to pop a name in here because he's watching somebody and somebody's been struggling. Look, I've always wanted to do that, but then people on the team's like, don't do that. Once you start just giving away one, everybody's gonna. If I hey Johnny W in here, I know you've been struggling here. Here's a free reset. Then everybody pop in here. I've been blah blah blah. So I don't do that, but I'd always wanted to do that. So Fred,
give away resets. You've never given away a reset?
Well, I give it away. Yeah,
thousands of resets.
I can't pick one. Yeah, 40,000, 100,000, or whatever.
Well, the bigger issue is we'd love to do that, but YouTube is dumb and they don't have a DM or something like that. So there's that gap. If we don't have a form or something, like how do we take someone from YouTube and then get their info?
Yeah, you should just be able to right-click on them and DM them or something, right? Is that what you're trying to do? I don't know. Who here is starting to let technology pass them by? Because I know I stopped at Facebook and Instagram as far as downloading shit.
You pick someone.
And I'm not uploading my Twitter to get that stupid X on there.
Chris
Or updating.
Quilo. Fred picked the winner.
There you go.
Oh, Fred's
Chris,
here? We got Fred with us?
Chris Orquillo.
Aquilo. Chris,
Let's give it to
it's your lucky
you.
day.
Chris, you here? Hell yeah, Fred. That's nice shit.
Good stuff.
Really nice.
There's Fred. Hey, Fred.
Fred
Good to see
Dutch.
you, man.
What a guy.
That's a pay it forward. You guys, that's a good movie. But
You got a big trading week coming up, Fred.
yeah.
What was that name?
Chris
Aquilo. O-Q. He'll put it back in there, I'm sure. K-R-I-S, Chris.
Or Cleo.
Hey, I wonder why you gave it to him, but you don't have to say. But that'd be cool if you did say. But you don't have to say.
I saw in that whole stream on the chat, Dr. VJ succeeded in another combine and is getting funded again.
Nice.
Good to see.
Great job, Doctor.
Oh, that's you right there. Greeted.
I would be careful.
Oh yeah, that's like Hugh's wife that was in here.
We got catfish. No.
Or the cattle guy
We
yesterday.
got catfish.
We got catfish.
The catfish guys.
We fell
Oh,
for it.
yeah.
You ever watch that on MTV? I don't watch that show.
Oh, my
anymore.
God.
Every day you're like,
Wife
God,
watches that.
man, this is garbage content.
It's a tough watch.
Oh, they text me this, and I text them this, and then we message each other on this. I was like, okay, dude.
All right. Well, you guys opened the can of worms here. Everybody wants a reset now.
Hey, there's only one to go around today.
Good.
We just had our big Veterans Day thing, and I think tune in next week.
Oh, yeah.
Tune in
week.
next week.
Holiday week.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
why
don't be
wouldn't we-
asking for it, please, please, please.
Yeah, don't ask for it. You'll get it when you get it. Ask for levels. Ask for what you're seeing. Ask for why we're doing. Yeah. Talk trading until we always will surprise you guys at certain things. We came out of the gate firing a blazing. We had a code reds happening every day. It was like
Did we ever?
yeah.
Yeah, and support kept giving us the evil eye. Like, oh, there you go
Yeah.
again. There you go
Here we go again.
Them mothers.
They were shaking their fist at us.
Yeah,
to
so
pump the
please,
brakes a
please,
little
please, please refrain. You're just clogging up chat.
There's Chris. There's Chris.
We're up, Chris.
Hey, what's up, Chris? Oh yeah, that's team trading right there. Trading buddies.
Stay strong, Dominique.
God, we are right here in the middle of this range.
Yep.
Suck back up. We all thought it was going to be a big-
Yeah, I was just replaying that. Would I still be short right now if we got in there?
I think when you were talking about it, it was right. I don't know what it was in the
20s. I think it was 20s in the.
That would have been it would have been a little early.
All right, it's over. We're moving on.
But if you look at the 5
Yeah,
minute,
so
I mean, these little extensions outside of the range is exactly what John says. He's like, if you're playing the range, which the range has been playing, you fade the extremes. And that those extremes are like when it's ranging and the market comes up and hits the top of the range, pulls back, and then looks to do a breakout. That's an extreme, and then comes back into range and starts playing the range again.
Yeah, that's the plan. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, if you say the last couple of weeks, there's been one play in the last until this week, Wednesday, has been a trend day up by the dip. So there's 3 strategies really. There's by a trend day up, trend day down, and a range bound day. And
Right.
then different ways to play them, of course. Trend day up, you buy the pullback,
Yep.
firms up, trends higher, blah blah blah, all throughout the day, same trending higher. They'll consolidate, of course, and then it'll keep trending higher and try to shake you out. But that's the play. And then, of course, the opposite, when it's trend day down, you're selling every time it kind of does a little pop down. Range days, are just what we just talked about right now.
They're tricky. Dolby's good at these trades. He was teaching us his techniques yesterday. It's good stuff.
Yeah, Dolby's good cat.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got 10:30 here right now, and Brett is in the waiting room here.
Cool.
So we're going to be doing shoulder tap. We're going to take just a few seconds here. We will get Brett in here, ready and set up, and we'll be right back.
Awesome. Don't ask about me today.
We'll be right back.
Welcome to Shoulder Tap. Today it's me, Michael, and Brett is with us.
What's up, guys?
Brett, happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you as well. Thanks so much for having me again. Happy to be here.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. What you got for us?
We got a bunch of great stuff for you. Some is great. Some has a little splash of needs some work, but all of it looks pretty doggone good. And with Thanksgiving around the corner, really happy to see traders making money and just really doing well in their live and their express funded accounts that we can give real money payouts on based on the data that we're able to collect and trade from.
It's always good to hear that people are doing well.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. Let's dive right into it. I do have a trading card for Sean C. And Sean C is in a live account. Hasn't really been there too terribly long. Today is Sean's fourth day in the account. And he's got two of three winning days, and today is off to a great start with a $700 win so far today. Yesterday, Sean killed it with an $11,000 day.
Nice.
And that came after, in the morning, I came into an email of Sean asking to expand his daily loss limit. And the risk team reviewed his account, and a decision was made to to give him what he was asking for. He was asking for $5,000, and Sean's got a very healthy account balance that he moved into live with.
Oh yeah.
And we were happy to do that. And then after that, we were watching closely because we didn't want to see him just tank it straight down to 5,000 possibly. We wanted to look out for him. And we never really had to look back if in hindsight, because he was able to just go straight up, closed at his P&L high for the day of just over $11,000.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. That's how you do it.
Take that shit home, man.
That is a rare and difficult thing to do, at least based on some of my experiences. But some of the things I want to highlight: 59% winning trades, $129 profit, $126 loser on average. But he's still getting it to stack up with an average daily P&L of over $4,000.
Pretty active guy.
Very active guy. He trades some contracts. I'll tell you that. He generally trades, it looks like, 2 contracts about seven or 8 times, and then starts unwinding. As long as that works, that's great. But my one challenge to him would be consider a max position limit of less than 15 contracts. And do that for a while and pay yourself out of the account.
So, Brett, he's accumulating an inventory, just hitting 2 lots.
That's incredible.
Just
it is.
Two more. Okay.
He is. And I mean, the one losing day, it was a daily loss limit. His one losing day was about $1,500.
Okay.
And so keeping it in check and just doing well in this account. The account, he's made money in it overall, obviously, and we love to see it. His
worst day in the funded account, live funded account, is $1,500, but he's asking for a $5,000 daily loss limit.
Yes, based on, I think, some of his previous trading, some of his strategy, and maybe, you know what, if the market flashes, it doesn't flash you out, and that can happen.
Yes, it can happen. That's for sure.
Oh, yes. Different strategies necessitate some different risk parameters, and we're happy to review them and help anybody become a better trader by considering those things.
Okay, right. So, I mean, active guy, if you're making 11 grand, $129 at a time, you're pretty active. 140 trades a day, 275 contracts a day. That's, both sides. It's not, it wouldn't be me, but hey, it's working for him.
I had 120 aside a few times, the last couple of weeks on a few days. It's a lot of trading, but it's also, I don't know. I mean, it's what it is. There's people that trade. What's the hold times again?
The hold times are right around 6-7 minutes for the most part.
Okay, that's a lot of. Okay, I was thinking it'd be around 30 to 30 seconds to a minute. But yeah.
I mean, about a third of his trades are under 20 seconds. But hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Especially when you're trading in the live markets and the big leagues with the vehement pros, and just keep rolling with it. One thing I think I heard you guys talking about earlier, and to avoid some confusion, the last trader I'm going to be talking about today is Kyle A., who I think I heard you guys talking about earlier on well, I'm going to talk about Kyle K with a quick update, but Kyle A., I think, was on the consistency or the consecutive days. Yes. Yep. But I heard you guys asking for an update on Kyle K., and he has now been in his live account for 30 days. Today's day 31. He's still making money. His last winning day was 11 active trading days ago for him in the account. 12 days ago in the account, he made $43,000, which is fantastic.
Right.
over those last 11 days, which includes today, he has hit his daily loss limit every day of $3,000. So you know what? He's kind of back to, he scratched the last 2.5, 3 weeks, but maybe it's time to pump the brakes a little bit. I didn't make a trading card for him because I think most people watching knows who he is.
Right.
But we're gonna reach out and see if we can work with them and get some changes in place.
At least slow him down a little bit.
What type of changes are you going to do?
I'm just going to talk to him about ones and twos, really, and something that I say on Topstep TV so often on the shoulder tap about you don't have to take over the world in a couple days. You can take it slow. $50,000 in a day is not an easy thing to do at all.
Mm-mm.
There's professional traders that have never come close to that. There's professional traders that have traded 1 and 2 contracts at a time their entire career. And then there's others that probably wish they did.
Mm-hmm.
The next trader we've got for you is Michael R. Michael is in an express funded account, actually 2 of them. And Michael looks great. He's on the radar on risk or for risk in a good way.
Good.
He's got an average daily P&L of $1,400. Winning days 100%. Winning trades 97%.
Damn.
And yeah, I'm using my own notes a little bit, but
he's psychic.
I agree. He's taking 3 trades a day per average. And he is doing 3 contracts per trade on average.
Uh-huh.
His daily contracts, 8 contracts. He hasn't taken a payout from this account yet, but he did take an $8,900 payout from his last XFA in late October for $8,900. And John, I imagine you might have been looking at that average per trade when you were saying that.
Yeah.
So, like I said before, 8 days in this account, average daily P&L of almost $1,500. He's only had 1 losing trade in the account to the tune of negative $20.
Unbelievable.
It really is. And that's how you get noticed by the risk team, and that's how you get considered for the big leagues and being called up to live and entering the big time.
I'm telling you, the guy's psychic.
Yeah, I mean, for areas of improvement, the only thing I could think to put is as long as you keep this up, don't change a darn thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
My goodness.
So, really excited to see
a ball or something,
right?
Yeah. I mean, I know.
100%. Yeah. I mean,
couldn't do this for an hour.
No.
So really neat watching him get to work and just keep it going and take it slow and just rock and roll.
Fantastic. Wow. That's great, man. That's that average winner over loser is just amazing. I mean, we're only talking about a short period of time here in this account, but he's been successful in other accounts, 100% winning days. He's got the actual like 8-ball, buy, sell, yes, no, whatever. He's got it going on, man. So keep it up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the only thing I would caution them on is maybe it's probably going to happen eventually that you're going to get in a loser. Be careful, stick to your guns, and don't let it get away from you. Would really be the only thing I'd caution you on. But you're doing so well that just keep rolling with it until it doesn't work.
When you're trading like this, it's really hard to keep your humility. And the minute you lose your humility, you get served.
Yep.
Michael, I hope that doesn't happen to you, of course. Just keep your mind and keep doing what you're doing, keep your feet on the ground, keep your focus, keep it up, start averaging up a little bit, maybe as far as trade size. As long as you can keep this up, you'll be building an empire for God's sakes. I mean, this is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. John or Michael, I'm curious, have either of you ever experienced like making a bunch of money? And I mean, $500 is a bunch of money. I don't care how much you have or whatever. And then going out to grab a sandwich during lunchtime and being like, $18 for a sandwich. This is insane. And just it's so different when it's money in your pocket versus money in the markets. But that's something that people really need to keep in touch with and not lose sight of. A dollar is a dollar.
100%. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Real money.
So I know you guys were asking about Kyle A, or talking about him in the consecutive days, the hot streaks. And Kyle actually is getting called up to live.
Nice.
The risk team made a decision yesterday to take his $50,000 express funded account, move it to live. And what's not to like about these stats? I mean, I kind of lucked out in that these detailed stats aren't on the hot streaks page, but the average daily P&L, $169, winning days, 92%, winning trades, 86%. And you may also notice that the average win-loss per trade, the win is about 2/3 of what the loss is.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have an 86% winning trade, that doesn't matter.
Obviously, he's been in this account for quite a while because he's taken a payout.
Yeah, and actually
$169 a day to start pulling money out. You've been at this a while.
Yep.
Yeah,
and that just says a lot for his winning day and winning trade percentage. If he's able to maintain that, I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, the win-loss ratio isn't favorable, but as long as he can maintain those winning percentages, and it seems like he has been for a while, he's going to be in good shape.
100%. And if you thought Michael didn't trade much early, the shout out from earlier, wait till you hear how much Kyle trades. Oh, actually, wait till you read it. Actually,
yeah,
Kyle A. Yes, thank you. Kyle A. does 1.5 trades per day, and he averages 1 contract per trade, 3 per day. And John, you were talking about Kyle having taken a payout.
Yeah,
he's taken, I think it's 5 separate payouts from this account to the tune of $10,143. And he has been in this account for 60 days.
Wow.
He's at he's at 4 losing days across that entire span.
Holy shnikes.
Yeah. So very similar to Michael, who we just featured earlier.
Wow. This is it just goes to show you can make serious money trading one lots.
100,000%. That's why it gets a little nerve-wracking for people who go size. When you're like, what's the big line? If you can't trade small, you can't trade big. And if you trade small and you do well, your confidence is going to start getting to where you can start trading bigger, and then you start going off to growing that account at a really exponential rate.
Yeah, and you've got on here, try and keep the same mindset in the live markets. That's goal number 1. Keep doing what you're doing, and as long as you can do that, build up that account, add another contract. That's probably the biggest jump a trader should make in risk is going from 1 to 2. If you can get past that, then you can add another one as things keep going well. I'm excited for Kyle.
Yeah, John, I find myself grinning at my desk anytime I hear you say that's the biggest jump in risk you should ever make, going from 1 to 2 contracts.
Right. Double your risk.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people don't realize it. But a lot of people don't realize, like you're saying, that doubling your risk, and they sometimes have the mindset that I'm not doubling my risk, I'm doubling my profits.
Right.
But that can shake you out because of it. It does something in a lot of people's heads. I know I've been guilty of it.
It changes the decision-making process. When you add risk, something changes. We're all a twisted mess inside our heads. We're all like a big pile of spaghetti.
Yeah.
And you throw something different in there and everything changes, right?
100%. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. So we've got an exciting weekend. we can't wait to see these traders come up to live, and Kyle in particular. Can't wait to see what he does.
Awesome. Yeah, it's great to see, the big traders getting picked up to live accounts. It's great to see a small trader get up to a live account.
Yep.
The 50K just pecking away at it. Or as Michael says, jab, jab, jab. And he's jabbing. He's doing well. He's taking money. I love this guy.
Yep. I actually like the small traders better in the history of just like watching traders, because I'm a jab, jab, jab guy. And but don't get me wrong, like style, trading style, like all traders, but like their style, because like Kyle, his with the hitting his loss limit and then having these big days, that wasn't really for me, but it works for some folks. The jab, jab, jabbers, to me, those are the they're already kind of set up for longevity. So that's kind of my take on them. So awesome stuff. And everybody ever want to know, that means jab, jab, jab. I got a lot of people that say, are you a boxer? No, you're a boxer. I'm like, no. I go, but in life, I've just learned that you got to keep jabbing. So anything on me is always meaningful. And it just teaches me that if you keep jabbing away at a level, what happens, Hug? You break through it.
Yeah.
You keep jabbing away at things in your life. You keep jabbing away at being a guitar, getting better at your guitar. I know you're a musician. You get better at
about practice. And Michael, you're too pretty to be a boxer.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You could be. The face looks a little beat up already. Hey, Brett, thanks for coming on. Have a great week. What are you doing this weekend?
I'm actually heading down to the lake down in Kentucky. So excited to do that. Going to spend some time with the family for Thanksgiving and take a little bit of time off. So I think Mick's going to be carrying the torch next week, and I'll still peek in the markets and see what our traders are doing once in a while.
Give us a risk manager tip for what a trader should be thinking about as we go into a holiday week.
I mean, holiday markets are slow. They can be illiquid and really kind of scary because you sometimes don't have the big dogs in the market. You don't have your fund managers that are swinging big volumes and executing for entry or exit. And it can be a more dangerous place. A lot of times it can be wise to even cut your positions in half or what your typical position is. And I mean, one thing that you had touched on, Michael, was the jab, jab, jab versus the big swinger. I was always a jab, jab, jabber. I kind of equate the big swinging to somewhat of a gambling type mentality. But again, everybody's style is different. Yeah. And the one thing that I will tell anybody is trading should not be gambling. I love to play blackjack and craps. I do it probably less than once or twice a year, mainly because I don't like to give up the edge. Your job in the markets is to keep the edge and provide liquidity for the marketplace. Mm-hmm. But trading is not and should not be gambling. And by definition, trading isn't gambling. There are some people that treat it as gambling, but that is not what commodity trading is or should be.
I agree.
We're not going to see you next week, Brett. So I'm going to ask you, what are you thankful for?
Oh, man. I am thankful for the opportunity that I've had here to talk to so many great traders, and as well as the opportunity to go down to Kentucky and spend time with the family. And I think I'm going to bring my brother's dog down early, and it should be a good time.
Awesome.
Enjoy
it. I'm loving these tap on the shoulders because you get to see a snapshot of who you guys are working with, what they're doing. If you guys have any ideas on how to make the tap on the shoulder more helpful or informative or whatever, please share it in here and we'll grab it and we'll toss it over to the production team. But Brett, thanks for coming on. These are always great, and getting a different perspective on all the traders out there on the funded level is awesome to hear. Thank you. And to have both of you have a happy Thanksgiving, and to everybody watching,
thank you for being you, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe.
Take care, buddy.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Brett. All right. So what I think we're doing now here is we're getting prepared for the top quiz.
Yeah, Hogue, I think what we'll do is I'll let you two sign off. We'll take a short break, and then me and Abby will take it away. And it is
Awesome.
Abby today.
Cool.
All right, guys, I'm out of here. Hogue had a great time. Jack, JD, Robert, I think these people were all working this week. Dolby, Danielle, Mick, Brett,
Eddie.
Good Hogue, Eddie, Andre, all the guests that we had. Deanna was on here.
Deanna.
Trace by Matt was on here, right?
Yeah.
All this stuff. What a week. Great trade. Everybody in here. Awesome stuff. Tune in next week. It might get a little smoky. Why? Because it's kind of a quiet week. And if you're paying attention, it's always good to stay in tune with the market. You don't have to trade the markets, but staying in tune with the markets.
Staying in tune, right?
Yep.
Right.
Johnny, love you, buddy. And I'll see you.
Love you too. Thanks for everything, Michael. We'll see you later. We'll see you next week.
Welcome to Top Quiz. Today, I'm Jack. This is Abby. We're sponsored. Hello, Abby. We're sponsored by Spindrift today. Oh, that's really cool. The green screen's picking up the can.
What flavor is it? Lime?
It's lime, aka
Yep.
green. It's
AKA
Friday, man.
green.
Let's get weird, Abby. How's your day going?
It's going great. We have to stop. Someone said they're on the toilet.
Someone's on the toilet?
Someone said they're on the toilet, so we have to wait for them to come
Guys,
back.
I will vamp until Eduardo gets back from the shitter. So, anyway, welcome. Oh, yeah, love the Wyoming shirt. Represent. My grandfather lived in Wyoming. Anywho's, today's top quiz, 4 questions. If you get 3 or 4 right, you are entered into a random drawing. And because today is I was going to say Fred Decker Memorial, but Fred Decker's still alive and with us. It's Fred Decker Day. I'm going to give away 31 resets. 31. And just because we have to generate some codes, you'll probably get those by Monday. Am I wearing a visor? No, it's a hat.
I can see you wearing like a dad visor.
I haven't gone full Guy Fieri yet, but maybe someday. Goals. You've probably already signed up. You've probably seen this before. 800 plus of you are in there, but click the link or enter the pin at kahoot.it. So, last thing. There's a delay here, so enter the questions, the answers as they appear on your device, be it phone or browser, iPad, anything else you can think of, smart TV.
Can you smart TV?
Maybe. Do they still make smart TVs like that? I remember that was a thing. Like, who surfs the internet on their TV?
No one. No one
Degenerates.
on their TV.
Sickos.
Sickos.
Okay, well, we'll get started here in a few moments. Remember, only to enter once. Pickle Rick is back. Chris or Quillo. I think he got free reset from Fred. I don't know how to reach you right now, so I'll figure that out. I have your name. We'll get that to you. Top winner, Mac D. Wall Street Ray. Good names. YYY. That's 3 letters. It's almost 2. Don't love it.
Almost 2. Not
Almost
2,
2.
but almost 2.
We have multiple people spelling Chris Aquila wrong. Okay. Abby, are you ready to do this and get on with the week? Okay.
Yeah, get on with it's Friday.
Let's. It is Friday, man. I'm pumped. All right. 3, 2, 1. Kahoot. This intro's too long. I gotta talk to their support. Kahoot.
Yeah.
All right. First question. I don't remember any of these. Which of these chain restaurants recently debuted drone delivery at a location in Brandon, Florida? McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Burger King, or Taco Bell? And yes, this was discussed at the beginning of the broadcast.
I was going to say, I feel like you have said this to me before. I'm going to go Taco Bell. That's what I would dream it would be. So that's what we're going with.
Abby, I'm right with you. Taco Bell is fire, but it was indeed Chick-fil-A.
Damn it.
We'll send you a drone. I might get in trouble for this, but like thinking of weird delivery methods, I was thinking about Sonic the other day with like, don't people come out in roller skates?
Do they still do that?
Well, this is a long way of saying that I went to Sonic for the first time a couple of years ago, and it sucked.
Yeah, I mean,
It's real bad.
look, I'm not trying to cause any controversy, but agreed.
Bragging board, corn-fed, Tama egg, Gecko, super sensory, and that's tough to say. Okay. Second question.
Let's go.
What is the CME product code for Silver Futures? Is it ZS, SI, SC, or CG?
Dude.
2 of these are trading. They get mad if I do graphic design
I
questions.
think ZS. SI? No, SI.
SI.
Nope.
SI, you were right.
Okay.
I heard it. It was SI. Abby, 1 for 2. Love it.
Let's go.
All right. Bragging board. See who's up there. Gacko, all your base.
We got Black Swan again.
Yeah, and all your base. Hoagie. Hogue under the radar once ended up in the top 5, but his name was John Dangerously or something like that.
I feel like that's not even fair if Hope plays. I feel like he would win every time.
I mean, who knows?
The man's a genius.
There's been a few, and I give it to him. Coach Jay won once. Brett won once. I always enjoy seeing their emails when they're revealed. All right, next question. What is the longest river on planet Earth? Is it the Nile, the Amazon, the Yangtze? I spelled that wrong. It's supposed to be Yangtze, or the Mississippi.
I believe it's the Nile.
I'm waiting until it is. No, it is indeed the Nile.
Amazing.
The largest by water discharge is the Amazon. So keep that in your pocket.
Amazing. I will store that away for a future top quiz appearance.
I have asked that question before, but as you may have noticed, I do occasionally recycle questions just because it's a lot of questions, guys. A lot of questions over this. Okay. Bragging board Friday, before we get to the last question. Former Speaker Nancy Pelosi is here.
Oh my God.
And she is just 3 points ahead of Reset Seeker with a couple of dollar signs. So, hello there. Okay. 2 of 3, Abby. Are you going to qualify today?
I really hope so. I would like to be up there with Queen Bonnie.
Yes. Okay. Last question, I think, is a trading one. Good luck.
Dude.
It's a trading stream. What do you want me to do?
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. People complain either way. I should just ask more Taylor Swift questions.
I was gonna say but like you have to listen to me complain live on stream. So
that's always the issue. Well, we'll arrange that. We'll do a meeting, a workshop. All right. Last question.
Let's do it.
Crude oil, CL, just rolled to the January contract. What is the CME month code for January? Is it A, J, F, or G?
I feel that it's definitely not J because I remember it being weird. A. I'm gonna go A because it's the first one.
A is a good guess.
Damn it.
It is F.
Why?
Now, I'll tell you why, because I don't know if we ever explained this on the podcast before. The podcast? I'm not doing a podcast anymore. This is a stream. You guys can see me. The month codes are set up so that they are alphabetical. Like Z is December. It's the last one. But because several of the months have the same first letter, I believe. I'm trying to check in my head. But
do you actually know the answer, like to what you're saying, or are you just
no, this is the answer. They just needed unique letters, and for whatever reason they started with F. If someone knows why they started with F, let me know. But they do go alphabetically of different letters along the way.
Okay.
Not sequentially.
But yeah, if anybody knows why they would start with F, put it in the chat because I would like to be educated, please. Thank you.
Yes. Education is key. All right, let's take a look at the bragging podium. Remember, I'm going to give away 31 resets to random people that got 3 or 4 right. I'm not going to show the winners today because the stream ends after this, but I'll get to you by Monday with those. All right, here we go. For S and Giggles, in 3rd place, Pioneer Town Phil. What is that?
Heard.
I can't read it.
It was like Swan. Black Swan again, dude.
Hard dermatitis. Bofa D's is in 4th. Pioneer Town. I'm getting goofy because it's Friday, but I'm just trying to remember. Like, what do you think Pioneer Town Phil looks like? Is he like a mascot?
I'm
like
picturing like in Scooby Doo when they search the mines and stuff and like the old The old pioneer town, the mining town.
Yeah,
I'm
that
picturing
was
like the old man who like gives them information. You know what I mean?
it was old man Hardy all along. She was trying to get the land from those kids. Scooby-Doo was friggin' ridiculous show. All right, everybody. That is it. This is the end of Top Step TV for this week. We're going to be back at 8 a.m. on Monday. For those of you wondering, yeah, we're on next week. We're on through Wednesday. In fact, we're going to have a show on Thanksgiving in the afternoon. You can just have it on at the table. No, I'm kidding with that, Abby. Don't worry. So
With me.
we'll be back Monday. We're off Thursday and Friday next week, but Monday, 8 a.m. we'll be there. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in. Had a great time with all you guys and gals, and trade well and have a lovely weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Thanks, Jack. Bye-bye.